back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Goddard & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Goddard & Young.
Extra, extra! Read all about tonight's game in Thursday's Gilmer Mirror, complete with pictures, coaches' comments, and a look at next week's opponent. The Gilmer Mirror has been serving the citizens of Upshur County since 1877. You know, reading the news online is fine, but there is nothing like physically picking up your hometown paper, turning the pages, and catching up on everything going on in our area. If you're not subscribing to the Gilmer Mirror, you're probably missing out. It's one of my favorite publications, and I know you'll love it too. The Gilmer Mirror, www.gilmermirror.com.
Because of investments in our surrounding infrastructure, eTex offers advanced improvements in internet connections, service experience, and quality of life for our customers. The driving force for eTex has been to create a state-of-the-art company using both the latest technology and local expert technicians, people you know. And best of all, a certified support team that delivers quality support within hours, not days. eTex, local support from the team you trust.
The Med Shop Pharmacy in Gilmer's features a drive-through pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter drug needs. Place refills using our free phone app RX2Go or use our convenient auto refill line 24/7 at 903-680-2626. Stop by and see our unique gift items for all occasions or visit us on the web at gilmermedshop.com. And don't forget, the Med Shop is your flu shot and vaccine headquarters for the fall and winter season. The Med Shop Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy.
Growing up as a child in East Texas, I was always taught that I had to outwork my opponent. That same principle has carried over into our law firm. And for over 20 years, we've outworked each and every insurance company, lawyer, or corporation we've gone against. If you look at our results, they prove it. Put us to work for you, and we promise to never stray from the same East Texas work ethic that you were raised on.
Rowdy Creek Ranch, located on Highway 300 between Gilmer and Longview, is your destination for a world-class escape. with everything from dinner and wine tastings to weekend retreats in our unique and luxurious glamping park, Rowdy Creek is a little piece of heaven right in our own backyard. Corporate events, reunion gatherings, weekend getaways, and even dinner with live music are all on offer at Rowdy Creek Ranch.
For all of your oil change and automotive service and maintenance needs, drop by Pit Stop Oil and Lube in Gilmer and take care of it with the fast, friendly, and full quality service. Pit Stop Oil and Lube is your hometown car care professional and can take care of anything your car needs to keep your vehicle running great and to keep you safe and satisfied. Conveniently located on Highway 271 North in Gilmer, if you need an oil change or inspection, make a pit stop at Pit Stop Oil and Lube.
You've heard the saying, location, location, location. Well, at First National Bank of East Texas, we've got branches, branches, branches to proudly serve our family of customers across East Texas and beyond, providing the convenient banking and financial services you need to grow your business or to help you manage your money and fulfill your personal financial goals. First National Bank of East Texas, because together, we're better.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
When you're on the go and you've only got a minute, your Sefco store's got everything in it. From gas to groceries, you can find it right here. Aren't you glad there's a Sefco near? Day and night when you need the best, Sefco quality's as good as it gets. You find everything top of the line, and hometown service saving you time. Texans know when you're on the go, make it Sefco.
Smith Quality Meats, located at 604 Highway 271 South in Gilmer, just across from the junior high school, brings you the freshest cut, best quality meats anywhere. And now it is all right here in Gilmer. Just call 903-680-MEAT and let the experts at your locally family-owned Smith Family Meats set you up for your main course for any occasion. It is always prime time at Smith Quality Meats in Gilmer. Call us at 903-680-MEAT and tell Mr. Smith what you need today, so everyone at your house is happy tonight.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second-guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Gilmer & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Gilmer & Young.
Hello, Buckeye fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast. We've got a great game for you as we open district play. It is the Gilmer Buckeyes versus the Spring Hill Panthers, an old rival, Todd, that we've been a part of
for a long time,
past years. And so the 4-1 Gilmer Buckeyes come in to take on the 3-2 Spring Hill Panthers. What should be a really good game tonight if you like Friday night football. So, Todd, what are we looking at tonight?
Yeah, it's been a wonderful week, having a bye week for Coach Metzel and the Buckeyes. Of course, coming off that close loss to the #1 ranked Carthage Bulldogs, we think we'll see them again. And
we
Spring
hope
Hill,
to see them again.
I think we probably will. With Spring Hill coming in here tonight, feeling really good about the fact that it's 0-0 right now. The clean slate, everything starts over. And they look to have that target on the back for the Buckeyes. Now, the Buckeyes are favored by a huge amount tonight.
Sure.
But don't let that fool you, because Spring Hill always plays the Buckeyes very close.
Oh, they always play up good. Buckeyes are obviously making their way on the field right now. We got several records that could be broken soon. Todd, tell them about that.
Some big names. Rowan Flewellen, the junior all-world receiver and leading interception getter in the defensive backfield. Rowe has got just a couple of receptions left to pass Kevin Hollis on the all-time reception list. A couple more, he passes a guy named Manuel Johnson. Now, Manuel was an all-state receiver his junior year. People don't remember that, before he moved to the quarterback position and started had all kinds of records there as a quarterback. But he'll pass Manuel. He will get in the sniffing range of Darian Pollard, who for a long time had 112 receptions this season, and he'll have another, hopefully 15 games next year to go all the way to catch some guys like Curtis Brown, Lamar Harris, and those kind of guys. So watch Rowe as he climbs that ladder. And then Brandon Tennyson has been the 5th Gilmer Buckeye to pass 7,000 yards, 5,000 passing, 2,000 rushing, and what a superstar he's emerged into.
Yeah, and he's already broken several school records, and there's several more to break, because we've got a long season left in front of us.
Hopefully 10 more weeks. Yeah. We had as Coach Metzel said during the coaching show, we break our season up into 3 different categories. The preseason is the first third, 5 games, and then we got district, which is coming up. That's another 5 games. And then the playoffs, which hopefully is 6 games long, and that's what the obvious goal is for these Gilmer Buckeyes. So tonight is the first step in the second chapter. Everything's 0-0, so we'll pitch it over now to the national anthem.
Yeah, we're going to go down to the national anthem. We'll be right back with the game.
Well done, Spring Hill Panther Band playing the national anthem. And we're kind of out here in the open air, witnessed already a gorgeous sunset, as you say so perfectly, God showing off. It was a hot afternoon. The temperatures are expected to drop into the 70s here tonight, but completely clear skies. You can see beautiful weather. Little nip of fall in the air. You can just kind of tell it's getting to be football weather here in East Texas.
Yeah, absolutely, Todd, as we get ready to take the captains out on the field tonight and get ready for the coin toss.
Gilmer, number 53.
We've got several of our captains. Yep, seniors out there.
Hero, Hernandez, and Big Smooth.
Choice.
Gerard Choice, as we like to call him, is our captains.
Number 3, Thomas.
Point flip. Buckeyes on the white tonight in their road uniforms. And we'll have some excitement on the uniform front next week as we return home. The Buckeyes did win the toss, deferred to the second half. Spring Hill will take the ball.
Gilmer wins the toss.
Buckeyes will defend
the second half.
The south end zone. And the black flag defense will be first to come out here tonight. That will give the Buckeyes an opportunity to get the ball in the second half.
Gilmer will defend the
Jeff, I
south
hope that we will be able to kind of explore, since we're kind of out and
Who's
about
ready
this
for some
week,
football?
in a situation where we can test the limits of our Wi-Fi enabled microphones.
Ready for nachos. Concession stand
Kind of
is
explore
open.
a little bit in a second.
And ready to serve
that
you.
opportunity.
Just a reminder for the
Yeah,
whole
well,
fans.
see if it'll reach, maybe we can get down on the field and do this down there. As long as we're not going to take
South
away,
end of the field.
you can still see.
So
Spring Hill return team stepping out on the field, and the Buckeye kickoff team getting ready. And they're probably going to put the first one a little bit deep.
As we start the first quarter,
We'll see what Spring Hill is going to be able to launch Buckeyes tonight on the offensive side of the ball. One of the highlights of this year so far has been this Buckeye defense. Just unbelievable defense. We saw it against Carthage. They only gave up 21 points against Carthage. And they spent the entire night on the field. So they are truly tested against the best team in the state of Texas. And I think they held up extremely well considering those circumstances. So
you can tell I can't hear y'all. Too much going on.
Kickoff for Gilmer, number 20, Jose Hernandez.
noise, so we decided we were going to come up in the booth, and so you guys are going to be able to hear us tonight. So we've got kickoff, opening kickoff, and here comes Spring Hill. Offensive unit out on the field to see what they can get done against this powerful Buckeye defense. Obviously, ranked number 2 in the state of Texas, but after the performance I saw against Carthage, I would almost rank them number 1. They're fantastic. Handoff over the right side, cuts back to the left. Buckeyes are going to sniff it out and stop it right there at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, Stonewall is in at quarterback, Jeff. He is number 1. He is probably the best athlete on Spring Hill's team. And he is an outstanding quarterback. But as you said, Jeff, it's all about that front 3 for the Gilmer Buckeyes. That's big number 44. That's, of course, Matthew Burton. Number 54 for the Buckeyes is Braylon Ward. And those two kind of are ringleaders. And getting pressure with 2 guys up front means that you got a lot of linebackers that can run.
All right, from the shotgun, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. And bounces out around the left side. Actually picks up a couple. It looks like a gain of 5 there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Spring Hill.
Yeah, kind of snuck off the pile, spun around to his left-hand side, lost his feet, but brings up 3rd and manageable. And Jeff, that's part of the big thing that Spring Hill wants to accomplish tonight, is to eat clock and manage to stay in 3rd and manageable and not get into 2nd and 3rd down in long situations where they're going to have to go to the air. Keep away from the Buckeyes is Spring Hill's best chance tonight.
Well, like you say, keeping the ball on the ground, just keeping that clock running. You want to try to manage not only keeping the offense off the field, but manage to score tonight. Quarterback rolling out to his right side, looking to throw downfield, and it's going to be overthrown and bring up 4th and 5. So Buckeyes defense holds them on the first series, and they're going to have to punt here from their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's big Joseph Clark. That's just an outstanding coverage from his outside linebacker position as he releases with the tight end, and that brings up punting formation, and the Buckeye Black Flag defense doing exactly what they wanted to do. 3 and out, Spring Hill first possession. They got to kick it back to the dangerous Rolf Llewellyn standing at his own 40, and let's see if he can't get a quick return out of this, Jeff.
All right, here comes the pressure on the punt. Nice punt, going to be fielded dangerously. The 38, Rowan's heading back up the field, flag on the play. That's probably, could be an illegal block against the return team.
They're going to call that on Kendall Jackson, number 14, who blocked a guy in the back. And that was an outstanding return by Rowe, who kind of caught that out in front of him and kind of used that to slip the first tackle. But I think Kendall got called there, and they're going to march the Buckeyes back from the 49, the spot of the foul. That's going to set them up 1st and 10 from their own 39. So not bad starting field position for Brandon Tennyson and the fast break Buckeyes. They want to get into the flow quickly here tonight, Jeff.
All right, so Buckeye offense, deadly, high-powered offense, is showing trip receivers to the left, 1 wide out to the right, and we've got Brandon Tennyson in the shotgun alone. Here's the snap. Quick pass out to the right side and bounces out to the left side. Got some room to run. Gets down close to the first down marker. Looks like that's going to move the chains, and that'll be another Buckeye first down.
Yeah, that's Mr. Automatic, Ashton Haynes, just trying to get him onto the outside, and he tipped those down the sideline, moves the chains 1st and 10, and it's tempo from here on in, Jeff.
2 receivers wide to the left. We got 3 stacked out to the right. Here's the snap. Pulls up, fires a crossing pattern, and well played by Spring Hill, who read that one all the way as they threw that out to Rockwell. That's going to be a loss of about a yard or 2, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Buckeyes. Ball spotted on the 47. We got a back in the backfield now. Ashton Haynes goes back to the running back position. And they're going to fake the handoff to him, dump it out to Cody Guidry on the right side. And Cody's good for about 7 or 8 yards on that carry. It's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Cody does a great job staying north and south once he catches that, picks up the yardage that he can. That's a good open field tackle against Cody. He tried to make a move one-on-one, but 3rd and short in Spring Hill territory. Coach Metzel will take that.
All right, here's the snap. They hand it off to Ashton Haynes, and boy, what a play as number 25 for Spring Hill just meets Ashton in the background as though he had read the playbook there, and that's a 7-yard loss. It's going to be 4th and 10 for the Buckeyes. They are at midfield, so it'll be interesting to see here, you know, their confidence in, and I hope they're going to send in the punt team.
Yeah, and that's one that
I kind of wondered if in this situation they might actually go for it.
Yeah, probably not this early in the game, as Coach Metzel pointing out to Keith Rockwell that he that was his man that made that tackle.
Okay, here comes the snap. And it's a quick kick out, hits the ball, hits the ground, takes a little bit of a Buckeye bounce, and it's going to be down around the 16-yard line. So Spring Hill gets a stop for that. So that's a victory for Spring Hill for sure, as the Buckeye defense makes their way back on the field.
Yeah, tit for tat as Spring Hill really caught a break there as the Buckeye offense could not get going, and just a negative play at the wrong time. And a good play there by Spring Hill's number 25, the defensive end, coming off the end. That's Isaiah Thomas, the junior. And he makes that tackle for a loss on Ashton Haynes, which one-on-one is hard enough to do, Jeff. But Spring Hill right where they want to be, 1st and 10.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff over the right side. And just a pile of humanity over there as they're going to be maybe a yard on the carry. Bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, pick your poison of who you want to run at. That's number 56 for the Buckeyes, Derek Borda. It's at that left defensive tackle spot and just makes a pile there. And with those 3 big men up front, Jeff, and they are rotating in and out. When they can stop a run with 3 guys up front, then you're going to have a long night.
All right, Spring Hill sends 3 wideouts to the left. They're going to throw the ball. They've got a guy open on the crossing route. Almost picked off. Man, it bounced right out of the hands. And number 13, Wilson, I think it stunned him that the ball was coming right in his hands. He probably would have took that back for a pick 6.
Yeah, Jeff, he didn't know whether to hit the guy or catch the ball, and you had a little brain lock there as you had to make a fast decision, but nevertheless, it's going to bring up 2nd and long as Rowan Fluellen comes back in at the safety spot, and the Buckeyes are going to go to their version of nickel coverage, and that's one that I guarantee I would like to have back because it's almost like an early Christmas when one pops up to you like that.
Well, it was a good pattern. If he would have caught that, he'd had a good first down. They're going long, and they overthrow it by about 5 yards there. And the receiver had actually run a pretty good route there. He had us beat by a couple of yards, but the ball's just overthrown, uncatchable.
Yeah, that's Ryan McLean, the junior out of the slot. He fakes kind of a block down on the end and then just releases after the safety had already kind of taken the post route and just opens up the middle of the field. But here 3.5 minutes later, we're back to deja vu, Jeff, with just under 8 minutes left to play in the game. Rowan Fluellen now standing right at midfield ready to receive this punt.
All right, punter standing on his own 5-yard lines. They're putting some heavy pressure, almost blocked. And that ball's going to hit the turf and take just a little bit of a Spring Hill bounce across midfield down to the 47. So Buckeye offense is going to have another opportunity on their second possession. 1st and 10. It looks like they're going to spot it maybe on the 48. So let's see if that offense can get some momentum going here.
Matt Burton almost went through 3 guys and got that block just on pure athleticism, Jeff. And it did change the trajectory of the punt, and probably good for Spring Hill because Rowan didn't get a chance to return it.
Yeah, Spring Hill playing with a lot of energy here tonight. They always play up for Gilmer. It's always their state championship. They're playing the number 2 team in the state of Texas. So for them, this is a state championship. Faking the handoff, dumps one out to number 5, picks up a good block by Rowan, and but going to be knocked out of bounds for a very short gain, maybe about 3 yards on the carry by Keith Rockwell. So again, Spring Hill defense looking pretty stout.
Yeah, that's just a release route that Devontae Powers is coming up from his safety position, and they are literally having a man account for everybody that comes out into the flat. But Rockwell got 3 nonetheless as we go empty now here in this set.
All right, here's the snap. Dumps one to Fluellen up the middle. It's a screen, and he bounces off of would-be tacklers for a big gain all the way down to the 30-yard line. And actually what happened is Rowan, who normally gets right in behind that screen pretty well, kind of outran his screen inside and then bounced back out behind them and picked up good yardage. We do have a flag on the play, so we'll have to see what the call is here.
Now, Rose quite a bit faster than most of our offensive linemen as he just ran right up behind him and thought, okay, I'm not waiting here, but I think that's going to come back on a hold call. That was a very late call, but that was a holding penalty against the Buckeyes. And that
he's definitely faster than most of the offensive line. Now, Braden Clinton will give him a run for his money. He's the only lineman down there that might actually run with him. Yeah, that's going to bring us all the way back from the 30 to the 45, a 15-yard penalty assessed against Gilmer. So that's the second one of the night. We've lost 30 yards in penalties. Here comes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking to pass, going deep. Across the middle, and he's got a man open. That was number 9, Rockwell, on the reception. And that's good for about 25 yards and a first down. Ball's going to be spotted somewhere around the 24-yard line, 23-yard line.
Yeah, Brandon had time to sit back there and sign 2 or 3 autographs on that pass, Jeff. He had all the time in the world thanks to the offensive line. And Jay running a great route, and BT just putting it right on the line. There's really not much you can do to stop that.
Yeah, BT's just showing his maturity in his relaxed posture. Quarterback keeper around the right side and manages to stay on his feet, gets out just past the 20, and that's a gain of about 3 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. And so far tonight, Spring Hill making a good showing on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they're still in the first 10 play script for the Buckeyes, trying to get them wide and spreading out the defense, and then having that long play down the middle. Coach Metzel just trying to loosen everything up.
All right, here's the snap. got Rowan Fluellen, makes a great catch, and he'll take this one to the house. Yeah. Rowan, it's actually thrown behind him. He has to turn around and makes a heck of an athletic catch.
Well, actually, Jeff, on that play, Brandon Tennyson did a fantastic job because he did what's called throwing his receiver open. Because of where he put the pass, he forced Rowan to sit down and catch that ball to the other side of his body. And when Rowan caught it and then looked up, he realized that everybody was outside of him. So lots of credit to Brandon Tennyson. That is a next level throw there. Division I bound, the UTSA commit to Coach Jeff Traylor there, and Coach Kurt Traylor, our classmate who recruited him. And he's going to look forward to having him on Saturdays.
All right, here's the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buckeyes are on the board first. We got 6:02 left to play in the first quarter. It is Buckeyes 7, Spring Hill 0. Extra, extra. Read all about tonight's game in Thursday's Gilmer Mirror, complete with pictures, coaches' comments, and a look at next week's opponent. The Gilmer Mirror has been serving the citizens of Upshur County since 1877. You know, reading the news online is fine, but there is nothing like physically picking up your hometown paper, turning the pages, and catching up on everything going on in our area. If you're not subscribing to the Gilmer Mirror, you're probably missing out. It's one of my favorite publications, and I know you'll love it too. The Gilmer Mirror, www.gilmermirror.com. All right, we're back to the action here in Spring Hill, Texas. 6:02 left to play in the first quarter. Gilmer is on the board 7-0 as the kickoff team making their way out to the field. Number 20, Hernandez, getting ready to perform the kickoff. And Todd, why don't you take us from here?
Sure, here comes the kick. Hernandez is going to kick this one deep, straight down the middle, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And best starting field position on the second drive for Spring Hill is going to bring that ball out to the 20, where Spring Hill and Stovall, number 1, will take over after 2 straight 3-and-outs from the Buckeye defense. That last drive, Jeff, we've had 4 first downs on the nights, all passes. So far, Brandon Tennyson is nothing but completions, 100% completions. Hope I didn't jinx him on that one. And Spring Hill, so far in this first quarter, Jeff, with 6 minutes left, are finding they are spending this time down in their end of the field.
All right, one back in the backfield. Here's the snap. That's a quick pitch to the right side. And Buckeyes swarming to the ball over there. It looks like he maybe picked up a couple. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Spring Hill.
Jeff, I can't tell you how impressive it is to see number 44, Matthew Burton, who gets up from the bottom of that pile, runs him down from the right defensive tackle position. That is something. I mean, that's just men among boys.
Yeah, well, that's why you're going to watch Matt Burton play somewhere on a Saturday. He is just a destructive force up there on that defensive line. So here's Spring Hill once again. 2 receivers wide to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. From the shotgun formation, we got a flag on the play. That's going to be probably illegal procedure against Spring Hill. That'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be repeat 2nd down. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 13.
Jeff, that is not where Spring Hill wants to be. They want to stay on schedule is the terminology that we use when you are going from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 6 to 3rd and 2. That's staying on schedule against the chains, and so far the Buckeye defense doing a good job in shutting that running game down for almost nothing.
All right, 2 receivers left, 3 right, empty backfield. They're sending everybody and their parents out for a pass. Quick pass inside, and Buckeyes are all over it. They sniff that out quickly and drop it for a loss of another 1. And so now you're looking at 3rd and 14.
Yeah, 3rd and 14, and in comes the snake, number 17. I promise you, every week we get back, Roe Fluellen's grown another inch. He is. Now, remember, Roe was never the biggest Fluellen. Both his big brothers were pretty sizable guys, but Roe is coming on in droves. He's got offers from everywhere, and just a junior, that's going to continue, but he's getting bigger. If that's any consolation to anybody in Carthage.
All right, man in motion. Caden Tennyson follows the receiver to the other side. Quarterback drops back, he's in trouble. Sees a lot of green grass and goes for it. Picks up a good gain there. He gets all the way out to the 30-yard line. He's still going to be a little bit short. He gets to the 30, and he's going to be about 5 yards short of the first. And that's going to force the Spring Hill punting team to come on the field and punt away once again to the Buckeyes.
Great job there by number 10. That's little brother. That's Caden Tennyson. It comes up from his safety position. As a quarterback, he realizes that he's broke contained and the quarterback has pulled the ball down, and he looks like he's shot out of a cannon, comes up, makes that tackle, prevents a first down, and the Buckeyes another 3 and out.
Rowan Flewellen standing on his own 41-yard line, gets off a really nice punt. Rowan is going to field that like a pro, and down the right side and out of bounds he goes, almost to midfield. So Buckeyes looking at great field position as they're going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Boy, it's been fantastic starting field position every possession. This is the 3rd possession for the Buckeyes that they've started right in front of us here at the 50-yard line, Jeff. And the field position battle so far has absolutely been won by the Buckeyes tonight.
All right, Buckeyes are going to send 2 receivers wide to the left and 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. This time it is Jackson. I believe that's Jackson. From the shotgun, here's the snap. Drops back, fires one, an out route for a 13-yard completion and a first down. That pass is complete to Tate.
To Eric doing a good job on that out route, moves the chains, and a fantastic job there also by the running back. I think that's number 21 for the Buckeyes. That's the lightning part. That's Jackson who stepped up and picked up that blitz. Great job by the backfield to give VT time to deliver that strike.
All right, jet sweep, left side, got a little bit of room. This is number 4, Cody Guidry, who delivers a blow as he runs out of bounds and picks up big yardage, and looks like another first down for Gilmer.
Yeah, they move the chains again as the Buckeyes got some rhythm now offensively. Short field with great field position, and it's not going to take them long, Jeff, to kind of have their way when they're eating up chunks of yardage like that.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. Look for the handoff to Jackson. Nope, quarterback keeper. Right side, got room to run, and he just trips up on the turf and picks up about maybe 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, the 31-yard line made a great tackle on BT on that play, and reached up and got him by the ankles, and I think he faked himself out, but great fake just to escape the blitz and pick up positive yards there on first down.
2 receivers wide left and right. Brandon Tennyson in the backfield by himself. Fakes the handoff to Jackson. Fires to a wide open inside receiver. Number 14, Kendall Jackson, coming out of his fullback position. And he was just wide open for the score.
Jeff, I'll give you a little inside football there. That is a concept that Coach Metzel has kept under his hat all year long. You didn't really see that even in the Carthage game because they waited until district. But that is a concept called a clear out route, which is run to perfection. And when you got great protection up front, you've got time for that second guy to clear. And you saw how open Kendall Jackson was on that and what an easy throw Brandon Tennyson has.
All right, extra point is good. So Buckeyes go up 14 with 3:15 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Because of investments in our surrounding infrastructure, eTex offers advanced improvements in internet connections, service experience, and quality of life for our customers. The driving force for eTex has been to create a state-of-the-art company using both the latest technology and local expert technicians, people you know. And best of all, a certified support team that delivers quality support within hours, not days. eTex, local support from the team you trust.
Action here in Spring Hill Stadium. Now, Jeff, from our vantage point, it looks like that says HS on midfield. We're not in Hugh Springs. If you flip that upside down, that's SH for Spring Hill. And right now, that
I did not notice that, but that's exactly what it looks like.
That field is owned by the BUX, which is our new flag corps, running the flags in the end zone as Gilmer takes a 14-0 lead. Kicks off now for the 3rd time as they won the toss. And Big Hernandez on for the kick. Last time, Jeff, he kicked it deep. He was lining up for a shorter kick on this one. Let's see what happens as he checks his coverage team, make sure they're ready. And he's going to pooch kick this one up high to the right-hand side. It's going to be a fair catch made at the 22. Spring Hill, wise decision made by number 10 for Spring Hill. That's Brennan Ferguson, who will make that fair catch and start them off at the 25-yard line. Spring Hill on their 4th possession. Jeff, I'm not even sure they've run 10 offensive plays as the Buckeyes have 3 and outed them 3 straight times. And Spring Hill just looking for positive yardage and a way to move the chains and eat the clock, as they're already down 14-0 here, 3:15 left in this first quarter.
All right, racing to the line. Shotgun formation, 1 back in the backfield. And everybody shifts all of a sudden. We got 3 wide outs right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. Goes up in the middle. Not a lot there as he is drugged down. Met first there by, looks like, I think that is number 29. That's Ashton Haynes, who's playing a little defense out there.
Yeah, Ashton is an outstanding linebacker. As hard as it is to tackle him, it's that easy for him to tackle somebody else, Jeff. As the quarterback comes out there and thinks he's got all kinds of space, and Ashton making a one-on-one tackle and holding that to a 2-yard gain. Great concept by Spring Hill. Spread everybody out and run the quarterback, but only good for 2.
All right, here's the snap. Everybody going deep, and they launch one and tipped, but caught by Spring Hill. What a great heads-up play there. And that is the biggest play of the night for Spring Hill so far. That's across midfield to the Buckeye 48-yard line.
That's the big tailback, Jason Canada. They're trying to do the same thing that the Buckeyes did on the last touchdown to Kendall Jackson, Jeff. They're trying to clear everybody out, but it was a little more congested, and the Buckeyes recognized that, but they really were lucky because Canada was not the intended target. He was the clear-out man, but on the tip to number 10, it gets to Canada. He catches it, makes a first down into Buckeye territory.
All right, here we go. Same set, drops back. They throw a fly route, but there's a miscommunication there. The receiver runs a little inside route, so that is a wasted play.
Jay Rockwell, though, I must say, was wide open at the 30-yard line and made a great catch on the sideline.
And he wasn't in play at the time.
No, he was not.
Yeah,
he
was drinking Gatorade. He had to set the Gatorade down to make the catch. So 2nd and 10 from the Buckeye 48. First time across midfield for Spring Hill.
And their first down, Jeff.
So 2 wide outs, wide to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Rolls to his right side under pressure. Steps inside, going to be forced to run. A lot of room as he gets out almost, maybe have the first down. Yeah, they're going to move the chains on a nice run there by the quarterback, getting out to the 39-yard line.
They say his knee was down at the 39,
they're gonna call him a little bit short there. So 3rd and 1.
Nevertheless, Jeff, look for them to keep the ball in Stovall's hands. Probably spread them out. That's probably their best chance tonight, Jeff, is to get everybody spread out and get Stovall, who's obviously their best athlete, in space. Maybe he can pick up one, but there's a big problem on the right side, Jeff, and he's wearing number 44. That's Matt Burton.
All right, handoff up the middle. And fighting for yardage. He got his first down there. He got the yard or 2 that he needed. So that's going to be another first down by Spring Hill, 2nd of the night.
And that's Big Canada once again, number 24. But we do have an injured player on the field as we have a TV timeout. We'll take a timeout too and be right back after these messages.
The Med Shop Pharmacy in Gilmer's features a drive-through pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter drug needs. Place refills using our free phone app RX2Go or use our convenient auto refill line 24/7 at 903-680-2626. Stop by and see our unique gift items for all occasions or visit us on the web at gilmermedshop.com. And don't forget, the Med Shop is your flu shot and vaccine headquarters for the fall and winter season. The Med Shop Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy.
Okay, folks, back to the action here as they are clearing the field there. Got a little, looks like maybe a knee or an ankle injury for Spring Hill. We hope that young man is going to be okay and possibly even back in the game tonight. But that is a first down by Spring Hill as they're getting a little momentum, moving the ball down the field. And we'll see what they have in store as scores. They got 1:31 to try to get on the board here in the first quarter. And that would be a big momentum booster for them. They want to certainly get in here and not let this thing get out of hand.
Yeah, and they're right on the brink of that, Jeff. It will be important for them to possess the ball. But first down at the Buckeye 36 is a good place to start.
Dropping back to pass. Airing one out. Caught for another first down and big gain. As number 6 on the coverage there.
That's Parker Gillow.
No, 6.
Oh, no, that's Will Blakely.
That was Blakely.
Yeah, he does a good job trying to grab him because he knew he was beat. He played the route to the inside, the slant route, and he went right by him.
Handoff up the middle to the tailback. He's going to get a couple of yards, momentum up in the front. So Spring Hill doing a good job, in the air, or at least being effective on this drive in the air.
Yeah, that's a great route and a pitch and catch to number 10, Ferguson, who does a good job on that route. And despite kind of Blakely grabbing his jersey, which is a good thing, he probably should have just gone ahead and tackled him. But he did manage to gain leverage and save a touchdown, and the referee decided to keep that flag in his pocket. But now the Buckeye Black Flag defense is going to have to bow its neck and make a stand. And they got a big back in the backfield there for Spring Hill. Let's see if they go to him and try to pound the ball.
Well, they're certainly capable of shutting this down. Quarterback keeper left side, and he will score.
We got a flag on this play, Jeff. This may be a hold. This may be coming back. And that was on the linebacker, number 7, Big Smooth there, Jerron Choice, that I think got held. And I think that's going to come back and back up second. And instead of a touchdown, that's going to be second and goal outside the 10-yard line, as the referee does say hold against Spring Hill. And that's a huge help for the Black Flag defense in making this stop here, Jeff. As that's going to be second and goal now from the 16.
So that is crushing blow to Spring Hill, as they're thinking, man, we got it on the scoreboard in the first quarter against the number 2 state in the team here. That's pretty good. And end up getting it called back on a hold, so that hurts. So now their field position is not nearly as advantageous as they're on the 16-yard line with second down. And a bad snap. Quarterback picks it up nicely, and he's going to throw it away wisely tonight, as he was under heavy pressure from Jerron Choice. If I saw Jerron Choice coming at me, I would throw it away as well.
Well, the cheerleaders were wide open, and Stovall made a great play. You can see his athleticism as that was snapped over his head. He grabs it on a dead run, bounces, gives a great bounce. He's a shortstop on the baseball team too, as he gets a great bounce and saves his team probably 17 yards in field position, Jeff, and keeps this at 3rd and manageable. If they do not convert here, Jeff, you got to think he may have bought them a chance at a field goal as well. Good play by Stovall.
Yeah, he's been pretty impressive tonight so
Great
far.
athlete.
Really
Great
good athlete. His legs, his arm, he has really done a good job. Another bad snap, and this time it's going to be blown dead. It's an illegal procedure. So unfortunately, that's going to back him up another 5. And so what was a touchdown and great field position has now been moved back twice. And they are now looking at 3rd down and on the 21-yard line.
Yeah, let's brag a little bit on Big Andrew Parker, 64 down there, who's kind of playing the nose tackle position between Borda and Burton. And he's got that center a little bit shook, as the kids say, as 2 very bad snaps in a row. And I think that's because that the center keeps getting blown up by big number 64 Parker every play.
They're going to have to go to the air here as it's 3rd and goal from the 21. And the Buckeyes just smash them. Number 56, Derek Borda, comes in hard, and also slow to get up. Matthew Burton, 44, coming off the field.
Yeah, they said, let's meet at the quarterback and make a sandwich, and they did. And I think Big Matt Burton got the worst of that hit. Thank you to Mr. Ward. But we've got a player down, and we will take a quick break and come back, Jeff, with 14 seconds left in the first quarter.
Growing up as a child in East Texas, I was always taught that I had to outwork my opponent. That same principle has carried over into our law firm. And for over 20 years, we've outworked each and every insurance company, lawyer, or corporation we've gone against. If you look at our results, they prove it. Put us to work for you, and we promise to never stray from the same East Texas work ethic that you were raised on.
Okay, we are back, and once again, helping an injured player off the field there, number 70 limping off. Is a lot of collisions, a lot of both playing very physical tonight, both sides of the ball.
Jeff, Spring Hill gets down inside the Buckeye 10-yard line, has a 1st and goal, and so far they went 3 plays in a row straight backwards.
Yeah, to give you an idea what we're talking about there, the ball is sitting on the 29-yard line, and it's 1st and goal from the 29.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a big hole that Spring Hill has dug for themselves here, and now on 4th down, they're probably out of field goal range. They're going to have to go for it.
Well, you have to go for the goal line.
Yeah, you got to score.
You got to score.
And the chances of that are probably kind of slim to none if you're going to punt. So look for them to probably just throw it up, because if the ball is intercepted, no problem. It's a great punt. Number 2, you get a potential pass interference that bails you out. And you see the Buckeyes in what's called a cover 3, which basically means there's 3 safeties in a shell. And you got number 17, Rowan Fluellen, back there in nickel coverage. So that's 5 defensive backs for the Buckeyes, as they're just going to let this rewind down, this clock wind down, and we're going to start the second quarter, 14-0 Buckeyes, 4th and goal from the Buckeye 29 for Spring Hill. We'll be right back.
Rowdy Creek Ranch, located on Highway 300 between Gilmer and Longview, is your destination for a world-class escape. With everything from dinner and wine tastings to weekend retreats in our unique and luxurious glamping park, Rowdy Creek is a little piece of heaven right in our own backyard. Corporate events, reunion gatherings, weekend getaways, and even dinner with live music are all on offer at Rowdy Creek Ranch.
For all of your oil change and automotive service and maintenance needs, drop by Pit Stop Oil and Lube in Gilmer and take care of it with the fast, friendly, and full quality service. Pit Stop Oil and Lube is your hometown car care professional and can take care of anything your car needs to keep your vehicle running great and to keep you safe and satisfied. Conveniently located on Highway 271 North in Gilmer. Back to Spring Hill.
We got a field goal, Jeff.
Yeah, they're going to try for a field goal, or at least they're showing they're going to go for a field goal.
46-yard attempt, and back goes number 17, Rowan Fluellen.
You need an oil change
to even return this kick if he doesn't have enough leg. Normally Spring Hill with the soccer kids over here have a great kicker, but this is a Division I kick would be difficult from this distance.
So they're going for it, and that ball is up and just shy. He had the line on it. If he had about 5 more yards, that would have been a field goal. So nice attempt there by Spring Hill as we start the second quarter with the Buckeyes leading 14-0.
So that is a 4 first down, Jeff, or 3 first down, 9-play drive, 10 plays with the kick. It gets all the way down to the 6-yard line. Spring Hill eats a lot of clock, over 6 minutes, but they do not draw blood and collect any points. Brings the Buckeye offense back on the field. 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line.
All right, look for Buckeyes here. Number 29, Ashton Haynes in the game. Quarterback keeper around the left side. Got room to run, finds a hole, picks up about 14 yards and a 1st down.
And a flag on the play by the White Hat, thrown all the way back at the 27-yard line. That's a hold against the Buckeyes. And that's going to eliminate a long Brandon Tennyson wind sprint, basically, is what that was good for. As the White Hat throws the flag, and the Buckeyes are now going to have 1st down and probably, let's call that 20.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 20. Ball spotted on the 19-yard line. No step for steppers. So look for him to go to the air here. You got Rowan Fluellen as inside receiver on the right side. And here's the snap. They're going to hand the ball off. Up the middle, Ashton Haynes fighting out of tackles. Gets about 10 yards on that carry, all the way down to the 30-yard line. So he made up all but 9 of those.
That's about Ashton's average, about 9.6 yards a carry, which may even increase here tonight. That's the first real zone read play that he's had. He's had a couple opportunities outside and as a receiver, but you'll take 10 yards on every play, Jeff.
For sure. Rowan goes into motion, and they're dropping back. He's under heavy pressure. Dumps one outside. What a great pass on the run.
Oh, my gosh.
And brought in by number 2, Parker Gilo, for a big gain.
He threw that ball off his left foot on the dead run, and that is a 30-yard out pass, and I can't even believe it got there. That is just incredible arm strength. That's all Brandon Tennyson right there.
Yeah, great catch there, too, by Parker, and keeping his head and wits about him, staying in bounds.
Senior to senior connection. They've done that a time or two, you can tell.
All right, here comes the snap. They're going to hand the ball off to Jackson. Fast, right up the middle, big hole. Breaking tackles all the way down to the 31-yard line. Another Buckeye first down, 20-yard carry. And that was Haynes, not Jackson.
That was Haynes on the carry.
It was Haynes.
As he increases his yards per carry into double digits now. And don't look now, but the second Tennyson is in at quarterback, Jeff, and usually that means a quarterback run. This is Caden Tennyson, the freshman. He knows no fear, Jeff, and he runs like he's on a mission.
Yeah, this guy's a missile when he plays in the secondary, and he runs aggressive. Drops the ball, picks it up, looking for a hole, finds one, drug down about the 21-yard line, just short of the, maybe picked up the first down.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often that you get some good work here as Caden Tennyson goes in, but it just seems like every single snap that he's come in this year, Jeff, he's gotten a bad snap.
Well, that one, he's fumbled a little bit. It was a little low, but definitely manageable. But, you know, he's got the jitters a little bit. He's got Big Brother he's got to show up out there. It's a lot of pressure. So he's going to get plenty of snaps in the next few years. Quarterback keeper, up the middle, nothing there. They're going to drag him down. He may have got enough there for the first down.
Yeah, and Coach Metzel says, hey, go get him. 3rd down and 5 now, or 3rd down and 1 now. Let's put Big Brother back in. But those are some good quality snaps for Caden Tennyson, just to be able to kind of get a feel for the game. Obviously, he's a starter on defense, great corner, unbelievable special teams player. I'm just glad we got another 3 years after this year on his contract, Jeff.
All right, Haynes back deep. They're kind of going on a long snap count, try to pull him off sides. And defense wisely jumps back off out of the neutral zone. Handoff to Haynes, and he's got a huge gap. And he is going all the way inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line. Great run there by Haynes.
Jeff, he is, I got to tell you.
He's got 40-some-odd yards on this drive alone.
Ashton Haynes is an incredible football player. He is just something now. His vision, his change of direction, and his burst. He gets it again, and it's a touchdown. Yeah, and it's just, he sees the field about 3 years older than he really is. And ever since last year as a sophomore, about the playoffs when he came in and made such an immediate impact, and he is just taking things to another level as Ashton Haynes on 2 carries puts the Buckeyes back in the end zone. They're at 20-0, 8:42 left in this first half, extra point left to come. Hernandez in for the kick. Brandon Tennyson in on the hold.
And here's the snap. And that one is good. So, folks, it is 8:42 left to play in the first half. Gilmer leads 21-0. We'll be right back.
You've heard the saying, location, location, location. Well, at First National Bank of East Texas, we've got branches, branches, branches to proudly serve our family of customers across East Texas and beyond, providing the convenient banking and financial services you need to grow your business or to help you manage your money and fulfill your personal financial goals. First National Bank of East Texas, because together, we're better.
All right, we're back here in Spring Hill, Texas. 8:42 left to play in the first half. Gilmer Buckeyes 21, Panthers 0.
Jeff, the Panthers on that last drive, they ate up about 6 minutes of clock, had 9 plays, got it all the way down to 1st and goal from their 6 before they proceeded to kind of self-destruct and go backwards and give it back to the Buckeyes, and it does not take them long to hit the end zone for the 3rd time. Don't forget the Buckeyes, having deferred to the second half after winning the toss, are going to have the ball to start the second half. They'll also have a comfortable lead when we get there.
All right, kick team getting ready, lining up, ready for the kickoff.
Coach Rob tells us that last Buckeye drive, 81 yards in 8 plays. And as far as I know, Brandon Tennyson's still perfect passing the ball in the first half, 9 for 9, I believe, for probably about 130 yards. Here's the kick. Hernandez kicks this one deep, and it's going to be taken about the 9-yard line and returned. And the back comes up. He's got a little seam. Great tackle there by Will Blakely, number 6. Out to the 32-yard line where the Spring Hill Panthers will set up shop 1st and 10, looking to eat some more clock and kind of take up where they left off, Jeff, in that last drive. Good drive by Spring Hill. They just couldn't produce any points.
All right, 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Spring Hill comes out. And again, able to move the ball a little bit that last possession against the Buckeyes. Very effective in the air and very effective on the ground on the legs of the quarterback, who is definitely the best athlete on the Spring Hill side of the ball. So here's a snap, and it's a little trap play, and it's a pretty effective one. Good for a big gain there, about 15 yards and a 1st down.
That's the 4th first down of the night. They had 4 in the first quarter, Jeff. All of them coming on that second drive as the Buckeyes held them to 3 straight 3-and-outs. Kendall Jackson down for the Buckeyes, and we will see on that official timeout. But, Jeff, the problem is that the Buckeyes had 9 first downs in the first quarter and now have put up 21 points on the Spring Hill defense, kind of having their way. As we will see there, I think that's Kendall. I think that's number 14. I think they're looking at his shoulder. Yeah, he's holding his left shoulder. As he took on the brunt of that block from his weak side linebacker position, comes up and fills the hole. But you said it right, Jeff. That's called a trap play for a reason, because they trapped number 14 right in the hole.
That's number 13.
Number 13, that's Wilson.
Yeah, that's Wilson. And so 1st and 10 from the 49 for Spring Hill after a very nice, well set up trap play. You don't see a lot of those anymore, but that was well executed for big gain. 15-yard run there for Spring Hill. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Buckeyes snuffed that one out for a 2-yard loss.
Well, that was kind of everybody, beginning with big number 44, Matt Burton. And running at Matt Burton is not a good idea. For all of the offensive coordinators potentially out there in the state of Texas that may have your Buckeyes on a play schedule for playoffs, don't run at 44. Not good. Not a good idea. Oh, do it. Eric says, no, please, run at 44 as often as you want. Yeah. 2nd down and 11 now for Spring Hill.
3 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. They dump one to a wide open man in the flat. It is a foot race down the sideline. Rowan Flewellen gets there and knocks him out of bounds. Big game. We had some blown coverage there, as we could hear the coaches in the room beside us yelling for the defense that we had somebody not covering the receivers on the right side. So that was wide open there in the flat for a big gain by Spring Hill.
Yeah, and Stovall did a good job seeing that, Jeff. That's good quarterback play from the senior as he finds number 6 in the flat, moves the chains again down inside the Buckeye 30.
All right, 3 receivers right, 2 left. Quarterback keeper, and it's there. Got some yardage. So he gets all the way down. Stovall's down to about the 21-yard line. That's going to be a 4-yard gain. We'll call that a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5.
Nice call on 1st down. Of course, Spring Hill had just gotten the Buckeyes in a blown coverage and kind of gashed them. So the Buckeyes back on their heels a little bit, looking for the nearest receiver when Stovall goes back to pass. He puts his foot in the ground and just runs quarterback draw, picks up 5 yards on 1st down. That's what I mean by being on schedule with the change, Jeff. Empty formation is where it's been for Spring Hill.
Okay, quarterback goes for the corner of the end zone. He's got a man for the touchdown.
I think that's Bowman that's out on the corner. That's a stop-and-go move that worked to perfection as Stovall hit number 10. I think that's Ferguson, just hit him in stride, and Spring Hill hits the scoreboard, much to dismay of defensive coordinator Tommy Edwards, who really wanted a shutout coming into tonight. And Spring Hill gets on the board with 6:42 left to play in the first half, Jeff, and just an well-executed play, Stovall to Ferguson there on that pass and catch.
All right, here's the snap. Buckeyes coming hard, but it is going to get through the uprights. So Spring Hill on the scoreboard with 6:42 left to play in the first half. It's Gilmer 21, Panthers 7 as Panthers refuse to go away. We'll be right back.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
All right, back to Spring Hill with 6:42 left to play in the half. Gilmer 21, Panthers 7.
Interesting, Jeff. We're just told by Coach Rob that every completed pass that they have had from Stovall has been over 20 yards as they've been comfortable setting up through the empty formation. In other words, all the backs emptying out of the backfield, going 5 wide, spreading the Buckeyes out so that Stovall can either run or pass. And when they go to that RPO, that run-pass option, Stovall has been able to find the open man deep. And now we'll see that Spring Hill does have a kickoff team, Jeff, for sure. The first time they'll kick off all night. 21-7 Buckeye lead, 6:42 to play in this first half.
Llewellyn and Tennyson back to receive for Gilmer.
All right, Llewellyn and Tennyson back deep for the Buckeyes. And it is a short, high kick. It's going to be fielded over there. And that was another freshman error there by the young Tennyson. That was number 4. Cody Guidry was going to pull that in, and Caden Tennyson comes up and jumps in front of it, kind of knocks it down. But again, you've got to remember this is a freshman, playing out here on this field who has done some great stuff this year.
You notice everything he does is aggressive, Jeff.
And well, he is. When he dials that in, he will be deadly on this field. It's going to be fun to watch. They're going to dump a quick pass out to number 17, Rowan Llewellyn, getting in behind his blockers and picks up the first down. Nice job there by not trying to rush it.
And nice patience moves the chains. 1st and 10 Buckeyes, they'll take that all day. And I tell you what, Jeff, number 9, Jay Rockwell, that's a big guy to get behind. You don't realize how big he is. Seeing him in pregame and talking to him, he is every bit of 6'2" and probably 215 pounds, and he'll be a Division I receiver here in about 6 months.
All right, here's the snap. Pass complete outside. Big gain there, about 9 yards on the gain. I believe that was to Tate.
Same play on the other side, literally exactly the same play. And you see Coach Metzel just stretching out Spring Hill's defense, moving them left and right, keeping them going, running sideline to sideline and parallel. That pays dividends in the second half.
2 receivers left and right. Drop back, plenty of time. Launches one over the middle, and look at that catch by Rockwell over the middle. That is one you hope a photographer got that one in the air. Hands to the ball, 3 feet off the ground. That was beautiful.
Yeah, Brandon puts that in what's called the number 3 window, number 3 being the top of the range. And he's got a 6'2" wide receiver who vertical jumps over 30 inches, just got that one. Beautiful throw and catch, Tennyson to Rockwell.
2 backs in the backfield this time. Llewellyn goes in motion. Dropping back, they're setting up a screen and they do it pretty good. They dump it out very effectively to number 18, and that is Michael Colbert, who's one of the backup running backs. Michael takes the ball, turns the corner, gets behind his blocking core, and makes a big gain for a first down. Buckeyes knocking on the door inside the 10.
First and goal for the Buckeyes.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff to Colbert once again. Cuts to the right side. He will score.
What a luxury to have Colbert at tailback as a backup, Jeff. As you see his prowess in terms of catching that screen pass, you just felt like the whole Spring Hill Stadium, we just kind of get him in the face on the 50-yard line here on the opposite side press box. They all thought that last play was going to be something positive, and then right when they thought it, they kind of held themselves back and thought, wait a minute, we're being had here. And sure enough, it's a screen pass to Colbert all the way down to the 4, and he caps that off with a touchdown run. So another scoring drive by the Buckeye offense to stretch this out. 5 plays, 71-yard drive by the Buckeyes.
All right, here's the kick, and it is miraculously through the uprights. That was kind of fumbled around. I don't know how he got a foot on that. 5:26 left to play in the second quarter. Gilmer goes up 28-7. We'll be right back.
When you're on the go and you've only got a minute, your Sefco store's got everything in it. From gas to groceries, you can find it right here. Aren't you glad there's a Sefco near? Day and night when you need the best, Sefco quality's as good as it gets. You find everything top of the line, and hometown service saving you time. Texans know when you're on the go, make it Sefco.
Back to the action here in Spring Hill. We're just having discussions behind the scenes that Brandon Tennyson, Jeff, is 14 for 14 to start this game, meaning that he has not thrown an incomplete pass yet. Perfect on the night through the air. He's had a couple that have been for minus yards, but he's been pretty much navigating up and down the field at will, both in the air and on the ground. So Coach Metzel's got to be very happy about how his offense has come out here in the first half against Spring Hill. First district game. Got it in hand right now, 28-7 over Spring Hill with 5:26 left in the first half. And here's the kick. Big number 20, Hernandez, our linebacker slash kicker. Interesting combination. He's going to pooch kick this to the left-hand side. They're going to signal fair catch and catch it at the 22. Bring up first and down and 10 for Spring Hill from their own 25.
All right, let's see if the offense of Spring Hill can get a little momentum going in this game. They got 5:26 left in the half to try to get something going. They've been pretty effective in the air, and when not on the air, the quarterback's scrambling pretty well tonight so far. And so they have really been giving a good test to the Buckeyes secondary, and ended up scoring in the air in the last possession. So let's see what they can do here. They're going to send 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right with a back this time. And they're going to do a little delay, kind of a draw, and that's going to lose a yard or 2 for them.
Yeah, Matt Burton, Kendall Jackson, number 8 there on the carry. Going to say they lost a yard on that. Once again behind schedule. Also, Amaro Arona in on that tackle. We hadn't called his name a lot tonight. He is in for the first series at his normal linebacker position, but he is a difference maker for the Buckeyes.
All right, they're going back to the air. They're going to launch one out to the flat very effectively. It's going to be right there at the first down marker. That's going to move the chains. First down for Spring Hill.
That's probably the 5th first down that they've had all night, Jeff, as that just is well executed. Stovall, his senior tight end, runs right to the flat and runs that out route right there, Jeff, and moves the chains. That's what the Buckeyes want to protect against, as almost every completion from Spring Hill has been over 10 yards.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Good for maybe a couple. Bring up 2nd and 8. Not been a lot up the middle, from the backs tonight. What's worked most effectively for these guys tonight so far has been an empty backfield.
Yeah, Jeff, that's because they spread the Buckeyes out, and then number 1, effectively Stovall, the quarterback, becomes the running back. And that's probably where they've had the most success. And, number 56 boarded there makes that stop for just a 1-yard loss. But it's a problem for Spring Hill to try to run the ball against this Buckeye front.
All right, low snap, picks it up, throws a bullet across a little post route there. He throws it extremely well. Receiver just can't reel it in.
Yeah, heard some footsteps on that one, Jeff, because that hit him right in the hands, and he kind of stopped running. And Roflu Ellen is back there he doesn't mind laying the wood when the opportunity arises. Number 16 for the Buckeyes back there as well. That's Colt Griffin, seniors. And third down and long now, but Stovall's had great success with empty backfields with longer passes. Let's see if they go back downfield, Jeff, or a wheel route from the running back out on the left-hand side.
All right, there's the snap. Long fly pattern down the right side, just overthrown, thrown out to the track, and they are going to throw an illegal, they're going to throw a pass interference on the Buckeyes there, but that ball was, you know, completely uncatchable.
Yeah, let's see what the back judge says if that was uncatchable, because that's really the call for the back judge.
Well, it nearly
not
hit the
line
track.
judge. Yeah, it was off the turf, out of the white, and there's no way. Yeah, that's uncatchable. So they're going to pick that flag up, and that's going to be a fourth down and a big break for the Buckeyes. It was a questionable PI call in the first place, but the Buckeye defense getting truly justice on that call.
Spring Hill fans delighted with that call.
They're expressing their delight. Let's put it that way, Jeff. So they're going to call that a hold on the Buckeyes instead of a pass interference, and the white hat overrides the entire call, makes his own call, and gives Spring Hill an automatic first down. Must be the Longview chapter. Did I think that or did I say that? I'm not sure which.
Your inner monologue is broken.
It's broken. It's broken. I need
28-7
Eric,
with 4:02.
Eric, please adjust the volume on my inner voice over there, please.
Left to play in the first half. 28-7. Spring Hill with the ball, driving 1st and 10 from their own 47. Here's the snap. Drops back, runs a little draw, and that's going to be a loss of 4.
And that's big number 5, Keith Rockwell, coming in from his linebacker spot, along with Kendall Jackson, and they just eat that up. That is a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, you can't run something that takes that long to set up against the Buckeye defense. That front 3 or 4 that are coming are just too powerful to delay.
And it's not a good idea when you get the ball handed to you 4 yards deep in the backfield and you're looking at 3 white jerseys coming at you right now. And that's called penetration, and the Buckeye defensive front able to get that with 3 men, which is what makes them so good this year.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Under pressure, got room to run. Cuts upfield, lowers his head. Gets all the way out to the Buckeye 45-yard line. That's going to be just shy of the first. And so nice run there by the quarterback. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
And just like we're talking about, Jeff, they go empty set and spread everybody out. The Buckeyes, 5 defensive backs with a 2-man shell covering back there. And number 1, Stovall is a good enough athlete to get out in space. That rush is coming from both sides, does a good job, steps up in the pocket, manages to pick up about 11 yards, but still leaves 3rd down and long. Spring Hill takes a timeout, 2:49 left in the half. 28-7 Buckeyes. Will be right back after these messages.
Smith Quality Meats, located at 604 Highway 271 South in Gilmer, just across from the junior high school, brings you the freshest cut, best quality meats anywhere. And now it is all right here in Gilmer. Just call 903-680-MEAT and let the experts at your locally family-owned Smith Family Meats set you up for your main course for any occasion. It is always prime time at Smith Quality Meats in Gilmer. Call us at 903-680-MEAT and tell Mr. Smith what you need today, so everyone at your house is happy tonight.
All right, back to Spring Hill with 2:49 left to play in the first half of play. Gilmer leads the Panthers 28-7.
Jeff, we have some scores. 14-7 Pleasant Grove leads Pittsburgh.
27-0
Liberty Ilo leads North Lamar 27-0 as those games played north of us in Pleasant Grove and in North Lamar. We are definitely on the south end of the district. 3rd down and 2 left in Buckeye territory. Here comes the Spring Hill Panther offense looking for their 9th first down of the night and keeping the chains moving.
All right. Handoff up the middle. Big run. One of their best ones from the tailback right up the gut.
A nice play there, as that's just a power run with a fullback in. Brings up 1st and 10 now, well inside Buckeye territory from the 36. Only 2:41 left to play here in this first half. Stovall back in the shotgun. He's going to put this in a zone read. Same play as before. Big running back number 2 keeps his legs churning and picks up probably 6 yards down to the 30 for the Buckeyes. That is big Joan Jones.
Yeah, he picks up a good 3 yards maybe on that carry.
2nd and 4 for the Panthers.
It's going to be about 2nd and 4 for the Spring Hill Panthers. Ball spotted on the 30-yard line with 2:09 left to play in this half. As they're driving the ball down the field here. Found some holes up in the middle. They try it again, fumble, and it is recovered. Buckeyes got it. That is number 32 on the recovery, Dustin Morrow.
Now Dustin does a good job seeing the ball there, as it's a fumbled snap. Nobody wants it, and they give it back to the Buckeyes. Spring Hill, after picking up their 9th first down on the night, looked like they were just going to run the clock out and potentially cut this to a 28-14 lead. But no, they give it back to the Buckeyes. So, Jeff, that fumble could be a 14-point swing in this game. Let's see if Brandon Tennyson and the offense can take this one 65 yards in 1:53 with all 3 timeouts left.
3 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Haynes in the backfield. Here's the snap. Tennyson forced out of the pocket. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, that one just didn't materialize. That was going to be a flat pass out to number 4, Cody Guidry. And the linebacker just jumped that route, and Brandon sees it and wisely tucks it and just kind of gets what he can get. 2nd down and 11 now for the Buckeyes.
2 receivers left and right. Here's the snap. Looking for the long pass. Launches a fly route, and look at this. Batted down. Pass intended for Rockwell. Great defensive play there by Spring Hill, timing the ball and just jumping up and knocking it down. That was just an extremely well played by the defense. 3rd and 11 for the Buckeyes with 1:20 left in the first half.
The backside safety does his job and comes over there and closes the gap. And that brings up 3rd and long for the Bucks. Let's see if they can pick this up and keep this drive going.
Tennyson drops back, looking at an out route. He's got Parker Gilo, who's got enough for the first down, and gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:13. So Parker helps keep the drive alive.
And that's about automatic for the Buckeyes. Parker Gilo, such a reliable receiver on the outside, knows exactly where the chains are, gets out of bounds, stops the clock. That's about as well executed as you can ask for from the Buckeye offense.
All right, here's the snap. Tennyson looking downfield, forced out of his pocket, and he's just had a hand on him. He was trying to throw a little short dump pass to number 29, Haynes, out of the backfield, and he just had so much pressure on him he couldn't get the pass off.
Yeah, 2nd incompletion, which is really a good thing because it saves the Buckeyes a timeout with 1:08 left. It is good that Ashton does not catch that pass because the incomplete pass stops the clock and gives the Buckeye offense a little time to breathe here, set up, and get onto an execution track and take their time doing it without taking a timeout.
Empty backfield. Everybody's going out. Launches a bullet across midfield intended for number 17, and that's going to fall incomplete. So 1:03 left. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, after completing a 3rd and 11 out to number 2, Parker Gillo, the out route, now Spring Hill is dropping both those safeties deep, expecting the Buckeyes to throw. Look for a little screen pass here to Ashton Haynes, Jeff. It's worked so well so far all night tonight. And 2 down territory most likely with 1:03 left. Let's see if the Buckeyes try to run them off and get something underneath.
Here's the snap, looking downfield. Got Rockwell, breaks the tackle. Turns upfield, gets inside the 40, inside the 35 to the 34 of Spring Hill. That'll move the chains with 55 seconds left. And Gilmer is going to take a timeout. As they do that and try to get this figured out to get in the end zone, we'll be right back.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Goodarzi
Back
and
to
Marty
the
Young.
action here
Back-to-back
in lovely Spring Hill, Texas. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Gilmer trying to get one more score on the board. They want to go in 35-7 at the half. And Spring Hill going to work diligently to try to keep them. We got Tennyson in the backfield by himself. All 5 receivers going out wide. They fake a short pass, and they just tackle him. They come in and tackle number 17, and there's no flag.
He literally, number 3 came up from his secondary standpoint and tackled Roe Llewellyn before he could get in the route. And the white hat just kind of staring at it. But that's about as blatant as it gets. And Eric, please adjust my inner voice mic and turn it off to mute now, because...
or just turn off his regular mic. Either one. 2 receivers left, 2 right, 1 back in the backfield. Tennyson looking at 2nd and 9. They send Haynes out to the right. They're going to dump one to number 17, Rowan Flell, and he'll pick up the first down, bouncing around off of tackles inside the 15 to the 13.
And now, Jeff, that's an excellent play call, because they're going to send Ashton Haynes out to the flat and just make the cornerback make a decision. And BT's reading him, makes the right call. Rowe does what he does. Buckeyes take their second time out now with 43.3 seconds left. But what a great run after the catch for Rowan, picking up about 11 extra yards down to the 14. Jeff, we'll be right back after these messages.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Goodarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
All right, we're back here in Spring Hill with 43 seconds left to play in the half. They are making this very exciting into the half as Gilmer Buckeyes lead 28-7. Buckeyes inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Had to call a timeout to stop the clock and decide how they want to try to punch this in. So they've got plenty of time.
Probably calling multiple plays in the huddle now, Jeff, because you want to hustle back the line of scrimmage. You want to save that final timeout for either a spike ball to get a field goal in, obviously inside field goal position with Hernandez. But, Jeff, as you said, the Buckeye offense looking to get this into the end zone. Ashton Haynes has been so effective running off tackle right here in this spot, especially with the offensive line being able to block 5 against 3 up front. Let's see if they don't go to a run here.
All right, 1 receiver wide left, 2 to the right, Haynes in the backfield. It's in motion. Tennyson drops back. He's under pressure, running for his life, rolls to his left side, tucks it, and he's going to run out of bounds wisely to stop the clock at 35 seconds.
It's a nice luxury when you've got those kind of feet, and Brandon just says, okay, wait, see if something opens up. When it doesn't, he just hits the jets and just kind of escapes over to the left-hand side, sets the Buckeyes up with a 2nd down and 11, and kind of gets back close to the line of scrimmage. But Jeff, saving a timeout, that last timeout that's left. They got plenty of time to run, probably 3 plays here. We want to get this in the end zone, obviously, but only 1 timeout.
All right, let's see what the Buckeyes have in store for us. Here's the snap. Looking to pass, goes for the corner of the end zone, going to be overthrown. Just outside, that was Parker Gilo that reeled it in, but couldn't get his feet inside.
Very, very well covered out there by the cornerback, number 3. Thomas for Spring Hill. And that's about as well as you can play it. It's about as well as you can throw that ball as well, from the near hash all the way over there to the corner pylon. That's about a 45-yard rope that BT lets go. And Parker caught it, just didn't get his foot down as he was stretched out trying to get possession, and to bring up 3rd down for the Buckeyes.
All right, they show a little shift here. Haynes is in the backfield. Llewellyn goes in motion, heavy pressure. They're going to sack him. The Buckeyes are going to be forced to call their last timeout with 4th down.
So now it'll be decision time for Coach Metzel, whether or not to go ahead and kick the field goal, which would be my bet here. They'll go ahead and kick this field goal. for Hernandez on 4th down. They lost about 5 yards on that play.
4th down and 12 for the Buckeyes.
As Coach Metzel will take the timeout, and but up right now, Jeff, with the score of 28-7. You know, Coach Metzel can kind of call this a teachable moment. If you got something that you want to put on film that you're pretty confident about the play, he could decide to go for it here and just watch what number 20 does, as he would be the leg in this situation. And right now he's standing there 2 guys deep in on the sideline, and I'm thinking that Coach Metzel may keep the offense on the field here at 4th down and 15. Shows a lot of confidence going in at halftime, knowing you're going to get the ball back. And yes, Brandon Tennyson and the offense is going to go back on the field. Number one thing you got to do on 4th down, Jeff, you got to protect up front. So everything happens if you've got protection at the line of scrimmage and can get BT time. Obviously, he can always go to his feet. But Jeff, they got to get all the way down to the 3-yard line for a first down. You might as well score. You know, you've only got 21 seconds left. So Coach Metzel rolling the dice here, 4th and 15.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. He's not going with an empty backfield. He's got a slot man and a back in the backfield. So this will be an interesting call here. They're going to go to the air. And look at this. And what a good defensive play there. Right as Rowan turns. It was just behind him a little bit, but broken up there by the secondary. And Spring Hill's happy with what they're looking at here. 28-7. Most people going into halftime, 21 points down, would be pretty upset. I think Spring Hill's actually going to be excited to turn over on downs here and say, hey, man, 28-7 against Gilmer Buckeyes, we'll take it every time. We always talk about how Spring Hill just plays up every year for Gilmer. And although they are down 21 points here in the first half, have put on a fairly good show here, especially with the quarterback on the Spring Hill side. So that's going to be how we wrap up the first half. That is the end of the first half. 28-7 Gilmer. We will be back here in just a little bit and give you the halftime show and more.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Written by Darlene and Lauren Murray. Officers from left to right are Gordon Sr., Leila Hamilton Sr.,
sophomore, Sarah Warden, senior, and Laney Drake, senior. The star of the week is Justine Allen. The stars perform a streamer jazz routine to Hot Stuff. On your feet and cheer as the stars kick to the Gilmer Buckeyes fight song. Ladies and gentlemen, Gilmer Independent School District is proud to present one of the most decorated military marching bands in Texas, the pride of Upshur County, the UIL Sweepstakes Award-winning Gilmer Buckeye Band. perform a dazzling routine to New Divide. Traditional American military style. The band steps off to the Vienna Philharmonic Fanfare by Strauss. Cyrus the Great and Nettermeyer triumphal marches by Carl P. put on the field by senior drum major Jenna Height.
It's got to be here. Hopefully it's coming back. Maybe they might get
The Gilmer
Extra. Read all about tonight's game in Thursday's Gilmer Mirror, complete with pictures, coaches' comments, and a look at next week's opponent. The Gilmer Mirror has been serving the citizens of Upshur County since 1877. You know, reading the news online is fine, but there is nothing like physically picking up your hometown paper, turning the pages, and catching up on everything going on in our area. If you're not subscribing to the Gilmer Mirror, you're probably missing out. It's one of my favorite publications, and I know you'll love it too. The Gilmer Mirror, www.gilmermirror.com.
Because of investments in our surrounding infrastructure, eTex offers advanced improvements in internet connections, service experience, and quality of life for our customers. The driving force for eTex has been to create a state-of-the-art company using both the latest technology and local expert technicians, people you know. And best of all, a certified support team that delivers quality support within hours, not days. eTex, local support from the team you trust.
The Med Shop Pharmacy in Gilmer's features a drive-through pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter drug needs. Place refills using our free phone app RX2Go or use our convenient auto refill line 24/7 at 903-680-2626. Stop by and see our unique gift items for all occasions or visit us on the web at gilmermedshop.com. And don't forget, the Med Shop is your flu shot and vaccine headquarters for the fall and winter season. The Med Shop Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy.
Growing up as a child in East Texas, I was always taught that I had to outwork my opponent. That same principle has carried over into our law firm. And for over 20 years, we've outworked each and every insurance company, lawyer, or corporation we've gone against. If you look at our results, they prove it. Put us to work for you, and we promise to never stray from the same East Texas work ethic that you were raised on.
Rowdy Creek Ranch, located on Highway 300 between Gilmer and Longview, is your destination for a world-class escape. With everything from dinner and wine tastings to weekend retreats in our unique and luxurious glamping park, Rowdy Creek is a little piece of heaven right in our own backyard. Corporate events, reunion gatherings, weekend getaways, and even dinner with live music are all on offer at Rowdy Creek Ranch.
For all of your oil change and automotive service and maintenance needs, drop by Pit Stop Oil and Lube in Gilmer and take care of it with the fast, friendly, and full quality service. Pit Stop Oil and Lube is your hometown car care professional and can take care of anything your car needs to keep your vehicle running great and to keep you safe and satisfied. Conveniently located on Highway 271 North in Gilmer, if you need an oil change or inspection, make a pit stop at Pit Stop Oil and Lube.
You've heard the saying, location, location, location. Well, at First National Bank of East Texas, we've got branches, branches, branches to proudly serve our family of customers across East Texas and beyond, providing the convenient banking and financial services you need to grow your business or to help you manage your money and fulfill your personal financial goals. First National Bank of East Texas, because together, we're better.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
When you're on the go and you've only got a minute, your Sefco store's got everything in it. From gas to groceries, you can find it right here. Aren't you glad there's a Sefco near? Day and night when you need the best, Sefco quality's as good as it gets. You find everything top of the line, and hometown service saving you time. Texans know when you're on the go, make it Sefco.
Smith Quality Meats, located at 604 Highway 271 South in Gilmer, just across from the junior high school, brings you the freshest cut, best quality meats anywhere. And now it is all right here in Gilmer. Just call 903-680-MEAT and let the experts at your locally family-owned Smith Family Meats set you up for your main course for any occasion. It is always prime time at Smith Quality Meats in Gilmer. Call us at 903-680-MEAT and tell Mr. Smith what you need today, so everyone at your house is happy tonight.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Gilmer & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Gilmer & Young.
Extra, extra! Read all about tonight's game in Thursday's Gilmer Mirror, complete with pictures, coaches' comments, and a look at next week's opponent. The Gilmer Mirror has been serving the citizens of Upshur County since 1877. You know, reading the news online is fine, but there is nothing like physically picking up your hometown paper, turning the pages, and catching up on everything going on in our area. If you're not subscribing to the Gilmer Mirror, you're probably missing out. It's one of my favorite publications, and I know you'll love it too. The Gilmer Mirror, www.gilmermirror.com.
Because of investments in our surrounding infrastructure, eTex offers advanced improvements in internet connections, service experience, and quality of life for our customers. The driving force for eTex has been to create a state-of-the-art company using both the latest technology and local expert technicians, people you know. And best of all, a certified support team that delivers quality support within hours, not days. eTex, local support from the team you trust.
The Med Shop Pharmacy in Gilmer's features a drive-through pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter drug needs. Place refills using our free phone app RX2Go or use our convenient auto refill line 24/7 at 903-680-2626. Stop by and see our unique gift items for all occasions or visit us on the web at gilmermedshop.com. And don't forget, the Med Shop is your flu shot and vaccine headquarters for the fall and winter season. The Med Shop Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy.
Growing up as a child in East Texas, I was always taught that I had to outwork my opponent. That same principle has carried over into our law firm. And for over 20 years, we've outworked each and every insurance company, lawyer, or corporation we've gone against. If you look at our results, they prove it. Put us to work for you, and we promise to never stray from the same East Texas work ethic that you were raised on.
Rowdy Creek Ranch, located on Highway 300 between Gilmer and Longview, is your destination for a world-class escape. With everything from dinner and wine tastings to weekend retreats in our unique and luxurious glamping park, Rowdy Creek is a little piece of heaven right in our own backyard. Corporate events, reunion gatherings, weekend getaways, and even dinner with live music are all on offer at Rowdy Creek Ranch.
For all of your oil change and automotive service and maintenance needs, drop by Pit Stop Oil and Lube in Gilmer and take care of it with the fast, friendly, and full quality service. Pit Stop Oil and Lube is your hometown car care professional and can take care of anything your car needs to keep your vehicle running great and to keep you safe and satisfied. Conveniently located on Highway 271 North in Gilmer, if you need an oil change or inspection, make a pit stop at Pit Stop Oil and Lube.
You've heard the saying, location, location, location. Well, at First National Bank of East Texas, we've got branches, branches, branches to proudly serve our family of customers across East Texas and beyond, providing the convenient banking and financial services you need to grow your business or to help you manage your money and fulfill your personal financial goals. First National Bank of East Texas, because together, we're better.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
When you're on the go and you've only got a minute, your Sefco store's got everything in it. From gas to groceries, you can find it right here. Aren't you glad there's a Sefco near? Day and night when you need the best, Sefco quality's as good as it gets. You find everything top of the line, and hometown service saving you time. Texans know when you're on the go, make it Sefco.
Smith Quality Meats, located at 604 Highway 271 South in Gilmer, just across from the junior high school, brings you the freshest cut, best quality meats anywhere. And now it is all right here in Gilmer. Just call 903-680-MEAT and let the experts at your locally family-owned Smith Family Meats set you up for your main course for any occasion. It is always prime time at Smith Quality Meats in Gilmer. Call us at 903-680-MEAT and tell Mr. Smith what you need today, so everyone at your house is happy tonight.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
Okay, folks, we are back in Spring Hill, Texas, about to start the second half of play. Gilmer Buckeyes lead the Spring Hill Panthers 28-7, and the Buckeyes are going to get the ball first on this kickoff starting the second half. So we'll see what the offensive unit will do with it when they get out here. So far, the defense of the Buckeyes, who's been strong all year long, has played extremely well tonight, holding the Panthers to 7. The offense unit obviously putting up a lot of points tonight, but the offensive unit for the Spring Hill Panthers surprisingly putting up a lot of yards through the air and more than I certainly expected on the ground.
Well, Jeff, it's just like what we talked about in the first half. They spread Gilmer out. Stovall, their quarterback number 1, obviously becomes the running back in that formation, and they had a lot of success, and then he goes to the air with run-pass options with everything down the field. So he didn't complete a single pass that was shorter than 10 yards in the first half. Let's see if the Buckeyes can take the ball here in this second half, go down and score, and then open up some distance between them and the Spring Hill Panthers here in the second half.
All right, here goes the kickoff. Spring Hill's going to kick a hooch kick, and it's going to go out of bounds around the 21-yard line. And so Buckeyes are going to take over first and 10 from their own 25. And we'll see what the offense has in store for us as all of the first team makes their way out to the field.
Yeah, normally, I think they'll bring that out to the 30-yard line with the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's right.
Gilmer will take it on the right hash, their preferred hash, which is the strange thing. You gotta know, you gotta have a good quarterback, Jeff, when you take it on the right hash, leaving the left-hand side open, and that's because number 17's out there.
All right, rolling to his left side, Brandon Tennyson has got number 17, Rowan Fluellen, for a big first down play. That was an 18-yard pickup by Tennyson and Fluellen.
And Jeff, that is exactly why you take it at the right hash. There are so few quarterbacks that are right-handed that can roll out to the left and throw that strike, just like you saw Brandon Tennyson do. That's textbook.
All right, Tennyson dumps one out once again to Rowan Fluellen, who is shoestring tackled after about a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3.
You kind of saw the first half, Jeff, the Buckeye offense and Coach Metzel trying to go to number 9, Jay Rockwell, get him open on this side. And now you kind of get the feeling that to start this drive, it's all about number 17, trying to get him involved in the offense. 2 straight catches for Rowe, 2 big first downs.
All right, here's the snap, handoff, up the middle. Look at that cut out to the left side. And got a blocker. He may take this all the way to the house. Look at that. What a great job by Jackson. Getting in behind his blocker, number 9, Rockwell, very wisely, and just follows his buddy all the way to the pay dirt. That was just a great job there by Jackson.
Well, Jeff, I have no idea what it's like to be the fastest guy on the field, but when you're number 21, that's what it's like, because you just basically wait leisurely for your blockers to get in front of you and you just run off and leave everybody. That is just sheer talent by number 21, who once he breaks that one to the outside, it's just a matter of setting up his blocks and taking that one to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
All right, it's a high snap. They're yelling fire. We got a face mask, and they're going to call it. They reach in and grab Tennyson by the face mask as he's trying to get away. And luckily the referee standing right there sees it.
So now that's half the distance, Jeff. That's a kind of a bad snap, and Spring Hill gives the Buckeyes a chance. They're going to go back on the field with the offense and try to take advantage of getting 2. With half the distance to the goal, we'll set up the extra point from the 1.5-yard line. And let's see what the Buckeyes do with this opportunity here to go for 2.
Great field position here. Could be a quarterback keeper. They're going to throw the ball. Look at this, inside to number 17, Rowan Fluellen, and he's going to pick up the 2. And so instead of being 35, it's going to be 36-7 with 11:03. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
So 3.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Back to Spring Hill. 36-7, 11:03 left to play in the third. A lot of game left.
70 yards, 3 plays, took 57 seconds, Jeff, off the clock. Capped off by number 21, Jackson's 48-yard scamper for the touchdown. Just like that, after the 2-point conversion. Missed snap there. The Buckeyes tried the fire drill and get a face mask call. And Rowan Fluellen takes it in for the easy 2 points. And here's Hernandez on the kick. He kicks it deep this time. It's going to be fielded about the 11. He puts it on the turf and is running around the left-hand side, running for his life now. And he's going to be brought down about the 12-yard line, where Spring Hill will take up shop here, 1st and 10, for the first time tonight in the second half.
Number 37, Braden Rash on the tackle and limping off the field.
Number 37, Braden Rash.
Good tackle by Braden, but I think somebody literally fell down on his ankle. Know how that one feels. Get a bucket of ice water when you get home, Jeff, and yeah, he kind of collapsed right in against him. Nonetheless, 1st and 10 for Spring Hill from their own 12-yard line.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff, number 6 around the left side. And big Matt Burton there to make the stop. Not much there. Tackled at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
And if we haven't said it before, Matt Burton coming from the left side of the line, he's just a beast, Jeff. He is an absolute beast. I mean, when you can get the kind of penetration that Borda and Burton and company, so they've got 6 guys that rotate in there, but they just allow so much in that black flag defense when they can do that.
All right, quick pass on the left side out there, drug out of bounds. I think that was number 2, Parker Gilo, on the defense for the Buckeyes.
Good pickup, but because of the 2-yard loss, it's still 3rd down and about 6. And they got the ball right at the 17, and they need to get all the way out to the 25 for a 1st down. 10:18 left to play here in the third quarter. Buckeyes take 57 seconds to go 70 yards on the first drive of the second half, lead 36-7.
All right, quarterback rolling to his right side, looking for receivers. Got nothing, he's going to have to throw it away.
Well played there by Big Smooth, Jerron Choice. He's outside at his linebacker position, covering the Dragon tight end number 30. And he's dragging right across the formation. Number 1, Stovall, looking for him to clear. And Big Smooth out there using that big 6'3" frame. And he's got probably almost a 7-foot wingspan. He is some kind of specimen and some kind of athlete. Makes that one look easy. That's just great job there by Jerron Choice.
Gilmer, number 17.
All right, standing on his own 6. Here's the punter with a good snap, almost blocked. Fielded on the 47. Rowan Fluellen up the middle, bounces out to the right side, still running down the sideline. What a good return. Inside the 25.
Let me tell you, folks, Rowan Fluellen is going to be playing football for a long, long time to come. You remember that you saw him here first, as he is just blossoming. He is such an athlete. Like I say, Jeff, I think he's growing about 1 inch a week. I remember last summer during COVID when Rowan Fluellen was literally looking up at me, which is not saying much, but that is not the case now. He is approaching 6'1". He is a big boy.
All right, fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper up the middle, going to be good for about 4 or 5 yards up the middle.
That's decisive there by Brandon Tennyson. Such good fundamental play at quarterback. Number 21, Jackson, thought he was going to get that ball on the zone read, but Brandon actually has his hand over the nose of the football, so when he pulls it back, it's good ball security. It's just great coaching there. You're never going to see it not look sexy, but that's as good as it gets at quarterback.
Okay, Tennyson fires one inside to number 9, Rockwell, and he is just using his power to fall forward. They stripped the ball out. I'm not sure if they're saying they blew the whistle and blew him down.
You've got to be
kidding.
No,
they're going to give it to him.
You have got to be kidding.
Yeah, that was a great defensive heads-up play there to start stripping the ball while he was held up by some of his buddies. And Gilmer, we were taught to teach our kids to do the same thing. And if the whistle hadn't been blown yet, that's just a good heads-up play by the defense. So instead of being on the 2, ready to punch one in, they have got the defensive unit back on the field.
I'm not sure I've got a comment other than to say in deep playoff games there is replay. So I would have been throwing the red challenge flag. There's not one at this level. But let's see if Spring Hill can get out of this hole now. 1st and 10 from their own 1.
Okay, they're going to hand off up the middle, trying to get out of there. He's not going to get maybe a yard, maybe out to the 3. It's always terrible to be standing in your own end zone and you snap the ball. It's just, that's a tough position to get out of.
It's even worse, Jeff, when you look across there and see number 56 and number 44 and number 62. That's not a comfortable position for Stovall to be in. Still standing on the in Panthers, taking this snap 3 yards deep in his end zone.
Here's the snap. Going to pass, and that's just going to be thrown incomplete. Pass intended for number 16, the wide out on the left side. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Number 12, Bowman on coverage out there, as he is, you know, his big brother coaches on the staff and is his defensive secondary coach, and he kind of knows based upon the alignment that that's going to be a quick out route, and he jumps that route, and it was a good thing that it was thrown over the head of the receiver. Otherwise, I think Bowman makes a play on that.
All right, 3rd and 9. Need to make something happen here. They're going to be punting again, and almost picked off there. Number 12, Bowman, just nearly reeled that one in. It's going to bring up 4th down, and here comes the punt team. And, you know, this could be blocked. He is not going to be very deep in his he's going to be standing literally on the back line of the end zone, and the Buckeye defense has gotten some good penetration on these punts tonight, so this could be interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. He is as far back as he possibly can be. The punter back there is literally has his heels about 6 inches from the back line. Roe Llewellyn standing his own 35-yard line.
Here's the snap, and we've got a flag on the play. So that's going to either be illegal procedure or an offsides. We'll see what they call here. Again, it's 4th and 9, and the ball is on like the 3-yard line. So we'll see what the call is here, what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're calling
offsides on Gilmer.
And for Buckeye fans, don't get too upset, but unless it's an absolute obvious penalty, the Buckeyes aren't going to get a call in the second half. So that one was one of those where there was movement, and the Buckeye defense comes crashing across the line, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference here. It just gives the punter a little bit more room.
Yeah, they're trying to come and get that ball just a little aggressive. Number 17 fields it on the 43. Goes to the right side, throws a juke up the field, got room to run, still on his feet. Take it all the way to the house, Rowan. Touchdown on the punt return, number 17, Rowan, as he looks like he's just running through pylons out here. Flag is on the play, though.
Of course. Yeah, this was about after Rowan threw the second juke, and it looked like he was going to have a big break. The back judge throws the flag at the 40-yard line. And get used to that, because the Buckeyes are not going to get another call.
Yeah, they're going to help keep this game manageable.
Yeah, that's
you're not going to get away with anything. So they're going to take it back to the 50. And again, I've known coaches in the past that will tell the ref, "You got to help us here, not run up the score." So
yeah.
I don't know that that's what's happening here, but
well,
sometimes the refs will take it on themselves.
Yeah, normally you wouldn't see a flag thrown 17 seconds after the penalty supposedly happened.
All right, here's the pass. And it is caught and run out of bounds there by number 27. And that is Tate. It's going to be just shy of the first down, a couple of yards short, 2nd and 2.
2 big catches by Tarek here tonight. And starting to get a little chemistry there with Brandon Tennyson, which is never a bad thing when you got this many weapons on offense. One more of his athletic caliber is a luxury.
Low snap, picks it up nicely, hands it off to number 31. The back that's in for us now, and that is Kevion Brinkley.
Gains the first down for the Buckeyes.
Kev gets a first down. You're going to see a lot of younger Buckeyes starting to come into the game here, Jeff, especially if we can score here. Just under 8 minutes left here to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes with 2 apparent touchdowns have unfortunate things happen. Let's just put it that way. But back on the march again, 1st and 10 from the Spring Hill 39.
All right, Brinkley gets the handoff once again. And Buckeyes leaving it on the ground, running the clock. It's 7:28 left in the third.
Moving the ball forward, Jeff, as you said, positive plays, keeping the chains moving.
Second down for the Buckeyes.
You know, Coach Metzel is quite the gentleman, and sometimes I wish he wasn't, especially when it comes to football. But
rolling to his right side, Tennyson looking. Throws a stiff arm, and he is going to be sacked for a loss.
Rolls right.
And he's going to lose about 5 yards on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
And I don't see any linemen downfield, so I'm not sure that Brandon didn't just decide he saw something and was going to get it with his feet. Otherwise, he probably would have just chunked that one out of bounds, because that's about a 9-yard loss to bring up 3rd down and 14. And you might think this is 4-down territory for the Buckeyes anyway. Let's see what they got cooking here on 3rd and long.
Hand off to Brinkley once again, right side. Look at this guy. Down the middle, finds a hole, fighting his way forward, all the way down to the 16, 17-yard line. Big first down there by Brinkley.
Yeah, great job up front by the Buckeye offensive line. Everybody getting a hat on a hat and just allowing the Buckeye athletes to go do what they do. And you can see the depth that they have there at running back.
Hand off again to Brinkley up the middle, looking for gaps. And he gets a few yards as he gets down to the 15-yard line.
Good patient running. So far, almost everything here in this little drive, Jeff, is on the ground. Is Brinkley getting his reps. Clock is running. Just under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter now, and the Buckeye offense very content here to just run the football. Only 5 men in the box. That's going to continue.
All right, pass out to the right side. And that is caught by number 12, Bowman. And he gets down to the 6-yard line.
Arona throwing a good block out there. Normally he is a linebacker, but he's played over the last couple of games lots of snaps in the slot on offense. And we got a timeout by Spring Hill. We'll take a timeout as well and be right back after these messages.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Extra, extra. Read all about tonight's game in Thursday's Gilmer Mirror, complete with pictures, coaches' comments, and a look at next week's opponent. The Gilmer Mirror. All right, here comes the snap. Buckeyes knocking on the door. Handoff up the middle, nothing there. Spring Hill does a good job of dropping the Buckeyes for a loss.
Finally,
Brinkley
Jeff,
on the carry.
the Spring Hill defense just pinches down on both corners for that. Those defensive ends just pinch down into those C-gaps. And that just means that they basically got everything plugged up in the middle. And on that zone read, unable to bounce to the outside, the running back takes the slight gain. That's big Keith Rockwell, number 5 in there. He's a powerhouse. Let's see if Coach Metzel adjusts with his play call here with 6 guys, 7 guys.
They're going to hand it to Keith right here. Low snap, rolls to his right side, dumps a pass out to number 3.
That's Arona.
And Arona pulls it in and gets down to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. And this will be probably Keith Tate right up the gut. Wouldn't surprise me.
Making the call at the line of scrimmage.
Buckeyes not in a hurry. They're letting time tick off the clock. There's a snap. Handoff to Tate, or excuse me, Rockwell, and he just powers through and gets down to about the 1-yard line. That's going to be 4th and 1. They're probably going to hand it to Rockwell one more time.
I would agree with you, Jeff. That guy bench presses the field house.
Yeah, he really does. He's benching about 350. And he's got some, I think he squats the field house for sure. And handoff to Rockwell for a touchdown.
Nice homecoming for Rockwell. He started his career as a Spring Hill Panther and been in Gilmer for about 3 years, and finally he gets to play some varsity ball. He'll be around next year's big brother Jay is a senior and number 9, and he's got offers to all kinds of Division I schools as well. So we will have the extra point kick. Lead is now 42-7 with about 3:19 left to play. And Jeff, I think in this 4th quarter we'll see lots of young Buckeyes take the field.
All right, here comes the snap. Hernandez for the kick, and it is good. So folks, we'll be right back after these messages.
It's been serving the citizens of Upshur County since 1877. You know, reading the news online is fine, but there is nothing like physically picking up your hometown paper, turning the pages, and catching up on everything going on in our area. If you're not subscribing to the Gilmer Mirror, you're probably missing out. It's one of my favorite publications, and I know you'll love it too. The Gilmer Mirror, www.gilmermirror.com.
Give it up for Ashley.
All right. Kickoff team getting a lot of practice tonight as it is 43-7 with 3:19 left to play in the 3rd. And so you're going to see Coach Metzel try to manage the clock and probably eat up a lot of clock tonight. You're going to probably see some backups in.
5 minutes on that drive, Jeff, 51 yards as the Buckeyes keeping it on the ground, and cap it off with a 4th down and 1 Keith Rockwell touchdown. As the Buckeyes are going to go 1-0 in district and get things started off on the right foot. Obviously, they got week 10 circled against Pleasant Grove. We'll get some of those scores hopefully here in a bit as well. Hernandez on to kick once again for the Buckeyes. He's going to have a sore leg in the morning as he's done a lot of kicking. High pooch kick off to the left-hand side. That's not going to be fair caught. That's going to be a fumble, and the Buckeyes scoop it up. That is number 6, Blakely.
Fumble on the play, Gilmer takes over.
Are they going to try to say this is Spring Hill's ball, Jeff? No, they are saying it is Gilmer's ball, of course.
Yeah, they would like to.
I don't know how you make that.
They would like to. They were trying to figure something out, I think, Todd, but
well, here's number 10, Caden Tennyson, the freshman, is going to be in at quarterback for this drive. So you just kind of feel like that this is the beginning of his coming out party here in district. As we talked about at the top of the show, Brandon Tennyson has moved another spot up the ranks in the quarterback side from total yards from scrimmage. Done a great job tonight. Young Caden's in.
Caden Tennyson around the right side, smoking up the field. Look at this kid. One of the fastest guys on the field. He just made that look really easy.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? That's number 10. That's the next Tennyson up. And he just shows you what kind of speed that he has, as BT is one of the first ones to congratulate him on his first touchdown as a Buckeye on the varsity. He takes that and scampers about 26 yards for that Buckeye touchdown, and then goes right back in to hold as number 11 Big Brother says, "Thank you, I'm done for the night. You go hold now." And we've got another place kicker in for the Buckeyes as well.
And here is the kick. It is no good. No good, so we are at 49-7 with 3:08 left to play. And we'll be right back with the conclusion of the 3rd quarter.
Because of investments in our surrounding infrastructure, eTex offers advanced improvements in internet connections, service experience, and quality of life for our customers. The driving force for eTex has been to create a state-of-the-art company using both the latest technology and local expert technicians, people you know. And best of all, a certified support team that delivers quality support within hours, not days. eTex, local support from the team you trust.
The Med Shop Pharmacy in Gilmer's features a drive-through pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter drug needs. Place refills using our free phone app RX2Go or use our convenient auto refill line 24/7 at 903-680-2626. Stop by and see our unique gift items for all occasions or visit us on the web at gilmermedshop.com. And don't forget, the Med Shop is your flu shot and vaccine headquarters for the fall and winter season. The Med Shop Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy.
All right, back to Spring Hill. Number 3, Arona, the backup kicker, in to kick off for the Buckeyes. As the Buckeyes recovered on that last kickoff. And they're going to return across the right side, down the right sideline. Takes a big shot by the kicker, number 3, Arona.
Not only can he kick, but he can hit too.
So here comes the offense for Spring Hill. Hadn't been able to get anything going in this third quarter.
They've had 5 plays for 5 yards in this quarter so far. So it has been an uphill battle here for these Spring Hill Panthers in this second half.
Yeah, we want to say a big shout out to Mickey Denton, who's watching from home. Get well soon, Mickey. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Handoff up the middle over the right side. And look at him fighting for yardage. There's a flag on the play. So that may be against Gilmer if they reached in and grabbed a face mask. I don't think they're going to call a hold on Spring Hill at this point.
Jeff, I want to say a special shout out to Mr. Pat Camp as well, who just about finished up with his treatments that we're so pleased about. He says he's feeling great and listening to us at home tonight, and we are thrilled. That's a face mask call against the Buckeyes. We also want to say a special shout out in Japan to Neil Metzel, also another class of ¡89 brother that is Colonel Metzel, that we should say, is already into tomorrow, well into tomorrow afternoon in Japan, but they are listening to the Buckeyes every single week, and we appreciate them so much, and rooting for us from Japan. I think Neil every week wins the Foreign Correspondent Award for Buckeye Army.
All right, here's the snap, fumbles the snap. Quarterback's under heavy pressure. He throws it away as Matt Burton throws him down to the ground. And he's lucky to even got that away.
Well, that's an athletic play by number 1 Stovall, just to, number 1, escape Matt Burton, and number 2, then throw it while Matt Burton's hanging on your right arm. That's enough to make you not sleep good at night, just thinking about number 44 chasing you around.
That's a nightmare. I would not want number 44 chasing me around.
Yeah, we're officially into October, and that's some spooky stuff.
You know what's amazing is how big that guy is and how fast he is.
He is explosive.
I don't know what he weighs, 280, 290, and he can move. This guy can, and here he comes. He is coming hard. He almost got him again. Uh-oh, big pass here, caught for a touchdown and double coverage there. And that was just a great catch there by number 10. Big pass, really nice, well-thrown ball, and a great catch over the shoulder there. Spring Hill earned that one.
Yeah, he paid for it too, as Burton hit him right in the mouth just as he let that one go. And that's a senior-to-senior connection that you've seen now for the 3rd time tonight, Jeff, is now they go for 2. And Spring Hill gets it and converts.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
2-point conversion.
49-15 is going to be the score with 2:14. And so Spring Hill gets back on the scoreboard, fighting their way, trying to get back in this game. We'll be right back.
Growing up as a child in East Texas, I was always taught that I had to outwork my opponent. That same principle has carried over into our law firm. And for over 20 years, we've outworked each and every insurance company, lawyer, or corporation we've gone against. If you look at our results, they prove it. Put us to work for you, and we promise to never stray from the same East Texas work ethic that you were raised on.
Rowdy Creek Ranch, located on Highway 300 between Gilmer and Longview, is your destination for a world-class escape. With everything from dinner and wine tastings to weekend retreats in our unique and luxurious glamping park, Rowdy Creek is a little piece of heaven right in our own backyard. Corporate events, reunion gatherings, weekend getaways, and even dinner with live music are all on offer at Rowdy Creek Ranch.
All right, back to Spring Hill, waiting the onside kick. I'm sure we're about to see, as it's 49-15 with 2:14 left to play in the third. And now they're going to do a pooch kick, and that's going to be fielded on the 23. And look at the gap up the middle there, as number 17, Fluellen, makes his way back upfield across the 45 to the 46.
Yeah, Rowe just is more and more impressive every week, Jeff. He just is coming into his own, and he is a Fluellen, the third Fluellen we've had here since 6 years, and both brothers still playing, and he's going to play for a bit too. He's holding his right arm on that, which I hate to see, and
he'll be fine. Rub some dirt on it, Rowan, and get back in the game.
First and 10 Buckeyes. Number 10, Caden Tennyson in at quarterback.
All right, Tennyson handoff up the middle. Number 18, Michael Colbert. Colbert falls forward for a gain of 3.
Such valuable time here for these Buckeyes as you get development time with some of your younger guys. You remember, Jeff, that Ashton Haynes, who was such a pivotal player for the Buckeyes last year in the playoff run, was still on JV this time last year. That's amazing to think about, isn't it?
Handoff to Colbert again, and he is drugged down, but he does manage to fall forward for a gain of 2. So we're going to call that 3rd and 5.
And big smooth number 7, Jerron Choice in the backfield. Jeff, I think for the first time all season.
Well, he's a fullback, so he's going to go to the slot.
Yeah, he's an all back.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure full is full enough. He is the 68-ounce version of the back.
All right, here's the snap. Quarterback keeper. Look at this guy cut up the field. Look at the speed of Tennyson. Just makes it look effortless.
He is moving at a different speed, Jeff, and he is 14 years old. It is absolutely scary that you got a guy that is that talented as a freshman, and he's your backup to your, one of the best players in the state, in Brandon Tennyson, and this is going to wake up a lot of people in the district who are saying realignment cannot come quickly enough if this is what the Buckeyes got coming.
All right, 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Colbert in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Colbert, and he's got a nice hole there to run through. Picks up a good 6 yards on that carry.
Keeping it on the ground and getting valuable time as the Buckeye offensive front up there kind of having their way with the Spring Hill Panthers here tonight. Coach Metzel letting the play clock run down before he even signals the play in.
And that's the end of the third quarter. They're going to change sides of the field, and we'll be back right after these messages to the conclusion of this game in the fourth quarter. Gilmer. For all of your oil change and automotive service and maintenance needs, drop by Pit Stop Oil and Lube in Gilmer and take care of it with the fast, friendly, and full quality service. Pit Stop Oil and Lube is your hometown car care professional and can take care of anything your car needs to keep your vehicle running great and to keep you safe and satisfied. Conveniently located on Highway 271 North in Gilmer, if you need an oil change or inspection, make a pit stop at Pit Stop Oil and Lube. It seems as though this game will never end tonight. That was the longest halftime show I've ever seen, and this feels like a long game for me for some reason tonight. 49-15, Gilmer Buckeyes lead going into the fourth quarter, and hopefully they'll start maybe running some clock, or we'll eat up a lot of clock and stay in bounds, get this game over with, and head to the house. Tennyson dumps one out to number 18, Colbert. Look at him finding room as he gets inside the 10. He picks up the first down.
And I believe that is Caden Tennyson's first complete pass as a Gilmer Buckeye. And that's going to move the chains. Maybe one of those historic trivia questions we get from Joe Dodd here in the next 10 years is the next great number 10 for the Buckeyes, mentored by the original number 10 for the Buckeyes, Stump Godfrey, and been working with him for about a year and a half now.
All right, hand off to Colbert, and he's going to get into the score.
Great job there by Colbert. Funny that he cut right off the umpire, which is a very seasoned trick that teaches from a vision. And let's hand it to one special person, Jeff, is Coach Keith Tate, who has been working with these Buckeye running backs for 20-plus years now. He has coached some great ones, and boy, just the wealth of talent that he has back in that meeting room. They're literally 8 guys deep, and you get ready to see Jerron Choice, Big Smooth, take the field for the first time all year in Game 6. Just a luxury.
And here's the kick by first time ever Arona, and he is celebrating that one. He has never kicked a field goal in his life, so they're out there having fun with this one. Look at him. We'll be right back.
You've heard the saying, location, location, location. Well, at First National Bank of East Texas, we've got branches, branches, branches to proudly serve our family of customers across East Texas and beyond, providing the convenient banking and financial services you need to grow your business or to help you manage your money and fulfill your personal financial goals. First National Bank of East Texas, because together, we're better.
All right. Back to the long game here, folks. 11:21 left to play in this fourth quarter.
Jeff, Brandon Tennyson's evening is over. He's handed the reins over to little brother number 10, but he was 6 for 6 in the third quarter. I think he was wound up 14 for 17 in the first half. At one point, he got up to 14 for 14 passing and then threw 3 straight incompletions. But very good numbers for Brandon tonight. Gets up over 7,000 yards. Takes another step on the Buckeye ladder in terms of record-setting performance. And Mahan on to kick for the Buckeyes, number 15.
Weston Mahan in the kickoff for the Buckeyes, and he's going to kick a high pooch kick, fair catch on the 34.
Ferguson's obviously on a couple of touchdowns tonight. Got featured receiver status here with Spring Hill. The offense will come back on the field, and lots of youngsters will be on the field for the Buckeyes.
Tomorrow. I think it's Texas OU weekend. I don't know. Number 21 Texas takes on number 6 OU 11.
All right, Spring Hill offense trying to get something going. One back in the backfield, motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback dumps it out to the motion guy, and he's going to be drugged down for no gain.
That's Will Blakely out there on that tackle, Jeff, out at the corner position. He's seen that a time or two. And he stops that for, looks like maybe a yard loss. They're going to, I think, give him back to the line of scrimmage. But number 4.
Tomorrow, the Ames Kingless Texas A&M Aggies take on number 1 Alabama at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Now we got my microphone straight, I think. So no gain on the play, tackle by Will Blakely. 2nd and 10. And we'll have another timeout. by Spring Hill. And Jeff, we'll take another time out, and let's pause and talk about our sponsors just for a second. We appreciate so much all of our sponsors that have gotten behind us this year, and new sponsors included. And we're going to go pitch it back to commercials and recognize them for their great support for the Buckeyes. We'll be right back.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Back to Spring Hill, where the Buckeyes lead the Panthers 56-15. Pretty one-sided game tonight so far. 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back, looking to pass. Got a man open down the sideline, and he reels it in and heads down the sideline, finally drug down inside the 15 by Will Blakely. That was a great catch, too.
Yeah, it was perfectly placed ball. That's the wheel route straight out of the backfield by number 8. And he just sprints up the sideline and does his job. And the quarterback, Stovall, does his job as well and just puts the air under it. And safety doesn't get over there on time. And that is a huge gain for Spring Hill now. Back into the red zone, 1st and 10 from the Buckeye 14.
All right, Spring Hill looking to get in some pay dirt. Quarterback keeper around the right side.
That's a great tackle.
Number 4, Cody Guidry just comes up, makes a great stop, drops him at the line of scrimmage. In fact, he loses a yard. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Cody's such a great athlete, but that is just an absolute textbook open field tackle. As number 1 comes out there and sees Cody Guidry and thinks, hey, I've got some size advantage. I'm going to try to put my head down, but he does not get lower than Cody Guidry, who just drops down in a heartbeat and cuts the legs out from under him like it was nothing to it. That is some skilled football there by number 4, Cody Guidry.
Quick pitch out to the right side, number 6 for Spring Hill. Maybe got a yard or 2 before being forced out of bounds.
Referee Wisely continues to wind the clock, and 3rd down now and about 9 after the loss on 1st down from Cody Guidry, and then running that one out of bounds. This is going to be 3rd and 9 for the Buckeye defense. Got to be 4-down territory, wouldn't you think, Jeff, for Spring Hill?
Oh, for sure. 3rd and 10. Here's the snap. And that's just some confusion there as the receiver didn't even turn to look for the pass. And wasted play brings up 4th down, and they'll be going for it for sure.
But now they got 3rd and 9, so you don't complete that pass. You stop the clock, and more importantly, you kind of put yourself in a situation where you're going to have to go to the sticks now down to the 2-yard line. So the Buckeye secondary, as young as they are right now, understand that this pass is going to have to be completed behind them to the 2-yard line.
All right, heavy pressure. He gets out of the sack. I don't know how he did it, but he did. He is looking to get in the house, and luckily the secondary comes up and makes the stop. But
that's number 21, Jackson, who comes up from his cornerback position and makes a great open field tackle. Turns the ball over, and the Buckeye offense, led by Caden Tennyson, now is going to come out with 93 yards of green turf and a nice blue logo in the middle. In front of him, and look for Coach Metzel to keep it on the ground and look out for number 10, Jeff, because if he gets loose, he is absolutely the fastest man on the field. You have seen the speed of Caden Tennyson here on his first touchdown run already. You saw it on the 2nd run where he picked up that 1st down, and you got to think that lots of handoffs, but when they want to go to number 10, he's going to have some speed.
They hand it off to Jackson. And nothing there. He just decides to run the other direction. And look at this. He's in open field down the sideline, finally forced out of bounds. And when you talk about speed and Caden Tennyson, this is the only probably competitor he has in the 100-meter right here is Jackson. And they'll both be on the relay team, I assure you. Flag on the play.
Of course, we've got a flag on the play.
Holding against the Buckeyes.
Holding against the Buckeyes, of course. And unless everybody keeps their hands behind their backs, Jeff, any long run is going to probably be a handkerchief on the ground and bring it back for the Buckeyes. But that is also a very late flag that let's just say I'll have to watch the film on. But it does not surprise me that there's flag on the play after a long Buckeye run. And we'll bring it back and we'll do it again. The good news, Jeff, is that that was first down and half the distance to goal means it was a 2-yard penalty. So, 1st and 12 now for the Buckeyes from their own 5.
All right, Buckeyes. 1st and 12 from the 5. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Jackson again, up the middle. And he finds a little hole, little running room out past the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Close to a first down. I think he's going to be maybe a yard short. But certainly got it out of the shadow of the goalpost. And the Buckeyes in a much more comfortable position at 2nd and 1 than they were 1st and 12 from their own 5. You expect Coach Metzel to keep it on the ground here. And for Jackson, as speedy as he is, to get a lot of work here.
All right, Jackson takes a handoff, and they are all over him. And I don't know how in the world he stayed on his feet, but he did.
That is something.
And I can't wait to watch that play again on film either.
No,
because that guy just don't like to go down.
Yeah, sometime tomorrow during the replay of this game, Jeff, and we get to watch it. It'll be halftime of the Texas OU game, and remember to turn it on in the 4th quarter just to watch that run from Jackson, because that is impressive stuff. Keeps his knees driving, keeps his knees high, and that's just credit that one to Coach Tate and great coaching, as he does exactly what a back should do. He looked like an Alabama running back on that play. He's just, 3 guys and with trying to make arm tackles just are not going to do the trick. Moves the change for the Buckeyes.
All right, Tennyson's going to carry this one around the left side. And good tackle there by the defense. Wrapping up Tennyson. And looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
The good news, Jeff, is that this Buckeye drive is eating time off the clock. Under 6:30 left to play in this game. Buckeyes have everything comfortably in hand, 56-15. And this may be in the 60s before this drive is over. As Keith Rockwell checks into the backfield, big number 5. And they go with Thunder and Lightning. Jackson at number 21 to the left, Rockwell to the right.
Hand off to Jackson around the left side. And he is just winding his way downstairs. This is what I was telling you a while ago, Todd. They just went to that split backfield where they had a lead blocker and Jackson followed him, and you saw that how that worked. I was telling you a while ago, I would love to see a split backfield with Jackson and Tennyson in the backfield.
The combinations are endless. You talk about thunder and lightning, the Buckeyes can bring a hurricane. You've got number 5, Rockwell. You've got number 7, Jerron Choice. You've got so much thunder and so much lightning. Think about this. What would happen if you put Matt Burton back there?
Well, that'd be fun just to watch.
Oh my
talk
goodness.
About the refrigerator Perry days.
I think you and I could run behind number 44. I'm just not sure we could keep up with him.
Yeah, oh no, he's fast. For the big guy, he is fast. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Jackson. Across the 50. Gets about 4 on that carry. 2nd and 6.
Nice pickup as the Buckeyes cross over into Panther territory now at the 49. Keep the clock moving, and nice experience here for number 10, the freshman, Caden Tennyson, getting comfortable at the quarterback position and getting an opportunity really to play on several drives here. You just cannot buy this kind of experience if you're the Buckeyes. You just got to be pleased that, number one, you keep number 11 healthy over here on the sideline, but you get number 10, the freshman, the experience that he needs, and you give all these Buckeye fans something to look forward to.
All right, here's the snap, hands off once again, and this time, look at Jackson. Look at this guy. Is that Jackson or Brinkley down there running that one? That's Brinkley.
That's Brinkley. Again, it's an embarrassment of riches at the running back position for Keith Tate and these Gilmer Buckeye running backs. As he runs through 3 arm tackles, and just the balance that he's got to keep the drive with his legs. And, that's just, he's dead to rights in the backfield on that play. Breaks 3 tackles, moves the chains, 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line of Spring Hill. You just got to smile if you're a Buckeye fan. It's just, who's that? Which running back is that? It's the one running through the Spring Hill Panthers. That's the one.
All right, handoff once again, this time drug down at the line of scrimmage. Brinkley on the carry. 3:45 left to play. Buckeyes keeping it on the ground and kind of just running up the gut, just trying to keep the clock moving.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Jeff, if the Buckeyes don't get down into the red zone and just decide to take a knee here to end the game.
Yeah, once the time gets
Coach
appropriate, that's exactly what he'll do.
Yeah, Coach Metzel being very smart. That's a young Buckeyes that are kind of chomping at the bit, so he just doesn't give them the play until there's 10 seconds on the play clock. Brinkley once again on the carry.
Up the middle, and it's a big scrum at the line of scrimmage. He may have picked up half a yard there. 3rd down.
Still manages to take about 40-plus seconds off the clock. As we're ticking down under 3 minutes left to play now, Buckeyes have everything well in hand. Let's just stay healthy and get on to week 2 district play. The Buckeyes will be 1-0. Liberty Isle will be 1-0 after a big win against North Lamar, which you kind of expect. And then Pleasant Grove with a win as well against Pittsburgh.
All right, here's the snap. They're going to try to pick up the 1st down on the legs of Tennyson, and they do.
Oh, my goodness.
And he just lowers his helmet. This kid is he is an absolute beast.
I'm telling you. Jeff, he is 3 years younger than the safety and probably 40 pounds lighter than the safety that comes up and thinks he's going to deliver a blow. And the freshman lowers his shoulder and picks up 2 more yards, does not go out of bounds. And
no, he's special. They've been waiting for him to get up to varsity level for years, since 5th grade. I remember they were talking about him back then. They said he'll be the freak athlete of Gilmer's history, and he really may be one day. I mean, he may be the guy we're talking about for years after.
Absolutely.
And they're gonna take a knee, and that's gonna be pretty much. They're gonna take one more after this, and that's gonna be the end of the game, folks. Gilmer Buckeyes on top of the Spring Hill Panthers, 56-15. I told Braden today I thought it'd be 56-7. So I
called 56-0. I didn't think they'd score, but Ferguson and Stovall did a good job. But the Buckeyes, it doesn't matter if it's 50 points or if it's 2 points. A win is a win. And Coach Metzel puts another apple in the basket. He is going to move his record to 14-3. And Jeff, Coach Metzel and Brandon Tennyson have only had losses to state champions. That's a pretty good thing to know after the first district game as they start their march in the second half of the season.
And folks, that's going to be the end of the game. We're going to sign off as the clock ticks down, and that's going to be the end of the game. Gilmer Buckeyes on top of the Spring Hill Panthers. They get their first win in district. And next week, I believe we're back home. North Lamar is coming to Gilmer. And so we'll welcome the community of North Lamar, of course, in our town.
And Jeff, their band is that's what we're going to be enjoying next week, is something that Buckeye fans don't often see. It's the last play of the game. We'll sign off tonight. Buckeyes win 56-15, 1-0 in district play, one step closer to their goal as defending the district championship. We'll be back next week, folks, and see you then. Buckeyes win.
Fans, let's give a hand to both